Internet, hello and welcome back to the Get Wrecked Summer Splash Week 2 of Uncapped stream. We're about to get into game number 1 of our next match, which is Unlucky Retribution versus the MSU Bears Maroon. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, about to get into it. Unlucky Retribution, whole bunch of returning faces. I believe they still have the same top laner, jungler, AD carry.
That's all they have.
From last split. Their mid laner from last split is now their support, so he's still on the team. So 4 returning members, and they have a mid laner named Jeem.
Yeah, after the support left them for EXT, that is.
Well, I think he had gotten to a rank. He got to a rank where he couldn't play in the Diamond Division any longer, and he decided to make a team with his brother and some of his other buddies that he can't normally play with for GRLCS, which has a LAN component. But this tournament's online, so he was like, oh, I can play with some of my online buddies and my brother. So he's playing with them this split, and so they have a replacement player.
It's not really a split.
This tournament. And they have a replacement player in the form of Jeem.
All right, so MSU Bears Maroon on the red side. They chose this side. They got side selection in game number 1.
They did. And the MSU players we are not familiar with, as far as I know. I don't think that they are...
No, I don't know any of these names.
I don't believe they are people that we...
as a precursor, it appears that we are having some ISP issues.
Yes.
So if we are...
Sorry, fam. First stream went just fine, but... yeah, this stream seems to have
if it does appear laggy, we're sorry. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yep. We're not going to postpone the match for the stream. We will stream it to the best of our ability and hope to goodness that the internet service provider sorts things out while the stream's going.
So, Unlucky Retribution, first ban away is the Lee Sin. On the other side, they will ban away the Lucian.
I know that Gavi is a pretty avid Lee Sin player. I'm surprised that they went ahead and banned it first, considering they have first pick. I would imagine that they must have something else in mind for the power pick, and they didn't want it to go to the second round. They don't want to first pick Lee Sin, but they don't want the other team to get to pick it first round either, so they're just like, all right, we're just going to ban it, and then we'll get to first pick what we want.
All right, and they're going to ban away as their second a Jarvan. So really target banning away the jungler for MSU Bears Maroon. Lucian is the first ban for them. What will they take away next? Will it be another AD carry away from Tien Sama, or will they... what are they going to do?
I don't know, honestly. I don't think these teams have met in competition before, so this is likely just all based on OPGG and what is meta.
All right, Karma, again, just super strong.
Strong pick, yeah, strong pick.
Strong in the top lane, strong in the support role. And I think Sacred Strike played it before it became meta. Before it got buffed?
Yes, I think you're right. He did play a bit of Karma top as well as champions.
Yeah, during GRLCS.
During GRLCS, exactly, yeah. He played Poppy some, I think some Karma, a few other things. Things that are on his OPGG. Pretty good at those. Lux ban going to be coming out as the third and final ban from Unlucky Retribution. Yeah, I think based on what we saw in lobby, that it appeared that I think Yosang was the highest ranked player in terms of ladder rank on MSU. So they probably banned out those 2 junglers as respect bans to him and how good they think he is.
Yeah, and the last ban away from MSU is going to be the Yuumi. They'll first pick the Sivir. Makes sense to me. Sivir probably the highest priority AD carry. Just in general.
Yeah.
And it astonishes me and many other people that she's gone unnerfed for so long. I think Riot is planning on nerfing her, though.
Gotcha.
Kennen is going to be locked in, as well as Aatrox.
All right, so Kennen, probably top, could be mid, could even somehow be AD carry.
I think,
unlikely.
Yeah, I think Kennen mid is just super weak because of its low wave clear. It just can't clear the wave fast enough.
Probably top. If it is top, then Aatrox could be jungle or mid. It'd be weird to pick mid
or top
without knowing, or it could be top and Kennen could be somewhere else. I'm saying if Kennen is top, which
then it would be jungle
likely,
or mid.
Then it'd be jungle or mid, but it would be weird maybe to pick Aatrox blind for mid, But
so
could be flex.
Sejuani picked up for Gavi. That's the high priority jungler that they wanted, I guess. And then they'll pick up Thresh for DK. I don't see it being like a support or a mid thresh or anything like that. And then they'll lock in the counter in the form of the Morgana. Any Morgana player would love the matchup, Morgana versus Thresh. So we'll see how this goes. Now we're running into the second round of bans. What will we see come out here?
Not sure. The sunglasses and this, it's because it's the Summer Splash, the Puka Shell.
Yasuo is going to be the first ban in the second rotation.
I'm not familiar with what Gene plays. This is our first time casting him, I believe. So we'll have to see what he. We'll have to see what he.
We haven't seen it
here.
from Sacred Strike, so that's probably a Gene ban. I would think. Hecarim is going to be banned away just to make sure that like they don't flex this Aatrox mid and pick up another jungler. And you know Hecarim is a really powerful jungle pick in general. So, you know, makes sense to ban it away since they've already locked in the jungler Sejuani for themselves on the side of Unlucky Retribution. Now, what will the last ban away? It will be Camille away from Sacred Strike. He has had decent performances on that champion in the past in GRLCS, so it makes sense to ban that away.
No, makes sense. All right, final ban coming out here from Unlucky Retribution. What is it going to be? It's like we'd have like predictions, you know, but we're like, oh, a lot of these players are new.
Probably, I would imagine it's probably some form of jungle. No, it's Xayah, probably the second highest priority AD carry right now.
Gotcha.
I think.
So they picked the Sivir, they banned the Xayah, putting something that is at
other
least
than perhaps Ezreal. Ezreal's also pretty good, but they'll pick in Caitlyn. Caitlyn just
Morgana. It's a strong combo.
You land one binding, you just put the trap underneath, and then they're dead.
You can even, so I don't actually, now that I think about it, I don't know the mechanics of traps. You can go from one trap into another trap, so it could be trap, binding trap, even.
Ooh. Aurelion Sol would be an interesting pickup here.
Nope. Doesn't seem, still hovering a lot of different things. What are they going to be locking, though? Aurelia. So it looks to be Aurelia top, Sejuani jungle, and then Thresh, Sivir bot lane. What is the mid laner going to be? Unless it happens to be Aurelia or something, if they think it's Aatrox, perhaps. I don't know. Let's see.
I mean, they have to pick both of their solo laners here, so...
I mean, if Gene plays Yasuo, maybe he plays Aurelia. What's it going to be?
Yeah, I would think it's probably mid lane Aurelia, or maybe they'll just throw a wild one at me.
All right, so Aurelia top, Karthus mid? Unless that could be...
It could be Karthus
top, Aurelia mid? If it's like a Kennen, maybe they picked Karthus top or something.
I'm not sure. We'll have to wait until they, you know, swap.
Well, we're not familiar with what the mid laner plays on Unlucky Retribution, so it makes it hard to guess where this is going.
They'll lock in Olaf, so I would imagine that's Olaf jungle, Aatrox mid, Kennen top.
Yeah, seems like that's going to be the case. It's Morgana, Caitlyn, surely going to be the bot lane. Oh, Aatrox top, Kennen mid, perhaps.
No, wait, Sejuani top, Karthus jungle.
Sejuani top. So Sacred Strike, we saw him play a number of tanks as well as Karma, I think, is what we saw him play pretty much exclusively. It was like Maokai, Ornn, Poppy, Karma, from what I remember. So maybe now he's going with Sejuani top?
I would be...
Did they pick this, do you think, to throw it off? Or do you think Sacred Strike's like, guys,
when I
got this?
When I saw the Karthus pick, it made me think there was a possibility that it's Sejuani top.
Is that a thing? Wow.
Yeah, so because like I think Karthus is super good jungle, but has a relatively like, you know, not bad, but underwhelming laning phase. So it's like, okay, I'll just pick him jungle, just super farm my way to the late game where I want to be. And so, you know, there we go. We got the Karthus jungle and Sejuani into the top lane.
All right. Sacred Strike locking in Sejuani top. It's a ballsy move. It looks like our ISP issues are sorted. It looks
are
like
they?
things.
Okay,
yes,
great.
I believe our ISP stuff is sorted.
If it starts lagging, we're sorry. We lied to you.
The latest speed test I just ran showed that things is back to normal, and it doesn't look like we've dropped any frames in about a few minutes. So it looks like we're back. Thank goodness.
Okay, so we're into the spectate delay. We've still got a couple minutes. These two teams, I mean, we know a decent bit about Unlucky Retribution. They are
Yes.
our
They were
third place. third
Second
place?
place. Second
No,
place.
they're second place.
Second
Because they
place.
won their semifinal.
Yeah, right. They second place. I was Unlike
coming
Retribution
in
was second place.
coming in against Return of the Middle Sticks in the final. And
it was a close series.
Yeah, it was a good series.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they were not able to pull it out. And so now they are coming into the Summer Splash looking fairly strong.
Yeah.
MSU Bears Maroon, completely unknown to us. So let's just disregard everything we know about these players and just look at their team comps. Who do we think will come out ahead? By the way, it's I don't know if Solzan is their mid laner or their top laner, but he's the one piloting the cannon.
Yes. This could be like a situation where maybe they're not lined up in order. You're right, but yeah, Aatrox or Kinnan could be going top here.
But just looking at the team comps, who do we see as coming out on top?
It's kind of hard. I don't really know how Sejuani's gonna fare in lane against an Aatrox. Like, it could go well. It could go poorly. I'm not sure, honestly. I've never seen a Sejuani top in one of my games, so I'm very confused at that. I think Aurelia will probably do decently against Kinnan, if I had to guess. I think Olaf could try to invade Karthus a bit, since he could probably win a lot of those early fights.
Right.
All that Karthus can do is slow, and
It's like,
Olaf,
get away from
and
me.
Olaf is a hard person to kite away from if he's landing his axe as well. And then bot lane, I could see that going either way.
Yeah.
Maybe
Bot lane should
with its spell
be in
shield,
priority of
maybe
MSU.
yeah,
I think it should be in priority of MSU.
that makes sense.
Just Caitlyn outranges Sivir, and Morgana just naturally stops Thresh from doing what he wants to do. And it's not as though like they have to black shield anything that's not the Death Sentence, because Karthus is the jungler.
That's true. Yeah.
So MSU should have priority.
I
in the
see
bottom
that.
lane.
That makes sense. Yeah. Being able to block those hooks.
Yeah. But, you know, it's a relative unknown. We'll see how it goes. We're getting into the loading screen for this first game between Unlucky Retribution and MSU Bears Maroon. As far as summoner spells go, nothing too out of the ordinary. Kennen with the Kleptomancy to try and get some of those free autos, get some extra gold in his pocket.
I don't blame him. It's strong Keystone, especially when you're against a melee.
Yeah,
we were talking
and
about
no
that.
matter what solo lane you go to, you're gonna be up against a melee.
Yeah. We will see where they run. It based on lineup, it seems like it's Aatrox top. But we will see here where they actually run.
Or if they go for the 5-man invade. Some pings on the mid lane. They want to go for it.
Yeah, it looks like they might be going for this invade. Oh, Solzan seemed to have been a little bit slow on the uptake there. And
we have a pause.
Back behind.
Immediately we have a pause.
Karthus is still in the base, so perhaps
Gabby's having some
an
issues.
issue. Yeah,
Gabby changes his name too much.
he does. It was Gabby for a long time. Then most of last split, it was Excessive Menace.
When we first met him, he was Bunzo.
Yeah, he was Bunzo. At least Gabby is closer to his name, Gavin, right? So like that makes sense. But then he went to Excessive Menace, all caps, and now he's back.
It had some weird characters in it too.
And then it made it hard to
we're back.
keep up with him. All right, game play will resume in 0. There we go.
Four-man stack from Unlucky Retribution in their own side of the jungle. Perhaps they're anticipating an invade, seeing as the Morgana is quite a bit of power. All right. I think they think that Unlucky Retribution are in their top side, whereas Unlucky Retribution, they're in their bottom side. Trying to ping out where they want wards or where their possibilities are.
Here are our
So it seems like given that it's a Morgana, it might be part of why they're five stacked so deep.
It's like an unknown game of chicken. Who will move out of the brush first to find the other team?
I shall enjoy watching you trip.
Assuming that they continue this invade.
Yeah, they've got several members sitting right here. 1 minute and 20
All right,
seconds.
it will be okay.
Objective.
Oh no, it's super delayed because they want Unlucky Retribution to not know.
ward got put
Oh, Dark Binding hits on the Tien Sama. He's slowed up by the Undertow, and he goes down. First blood, Murica picks up the kill. Now a flash away from DCDK. They're throwing out the Undertows, and they will be forced back. Tien Sama gives up his life, and DCDK gives up his flash. MSU Bears Maroon 1-0 on the board.
All right, their delayed invasion there works out pretty well. You see Jeem trying to shove. He shoves actually that minion wave into the tower because Solzon's going to be a little bit late from the invade and the leash. And it looks like Jeem immediately running to Raptors to steal a Lowe's. Oh no, he's just putting down wards. He's just putting them down. I'm like, oh my god, is he going for Raptors?
Well,
This is
so
crazy.
they know the Olaf is not on the top side of the jungle because he just cleared out the bottom side of the enemy jungle. So it's a fairly safe ward to go for, especially since he shoved the wave. And as we were talking about, Kennon's not super great at shoving the wave. Dark Binding gonna connect onto Tien Sama as this is Lear gonna push him away from the minion wave just a little bit longer.
Yeah, we've got both spell shields in the bot lane today.
On opposite sides.
And opposite sides. Well, really good start for them. That's going to set Gabby back. It looks like Sacred Strike and Gabby are heading into the top side jungle to steal away the enemy buff here together.
Yeah, as they know, the red buff was stolen, but that means that he's going to be delayed on finishing up his blue side
So
jungle.
they stole Raptors just then. They are now going after the red buff. Aatrox, there is an enemy ward on this red buff though, so they know that Karthus is taking this. Olaf is on his way up. I know we're watching the bot lane because they're actually hitting each other a lot right now, but there is like significant action about to break out of the top lane. Aatrox and Olaf are starting to collapse in on them.
No, they both flashed over the wall.
So there's been no action up there actually. Like the directing camera is like, oh, there's no damage. Nothing's happening top lane. Sacred Strike though, getting aggressed on up there.
Well, meanwhile, a Dark Binding connects onto him. He plays back. This is Lear. DCDK taking a lot of damage from Murica though. Headshots raining down.
Whew. These things getting pretty close to deadly here in the bot lane. DCDK almost going down to Murica. Up here in the top lane,
It's
Real Kitty
Murica?
a level. Murica, sorry.
All right, Sacred
has
Strike
a
coming
level
forward.
advantage right now.
Yeah, Jean did get a stun onto Solzon now. He's gonna get stunned up by the Kennen passive as well though, and he's got a fairly sizable lead in terms of CS. Just continue to keep the Kennen shoved up under tower.
All right, Olaf is now counter jungling the Karthus. I think at the end of the day, they're going even in buffs here.
Yeah, the vertical jungle coming out, but it did force Gabby
He's
to
so
flash.
down in CS though.
Yeah, it did force Gabby to flash over the wall, and yeah, like you're talking about, Yosung is getting a lot of the enemy jungle. Gabby going for a gank onto This Is Lear, but he's not going to get a whole lot out of it, and he just continues to fall further and further behind.
Yeah, they might have gone even in buffs, but he is drastically behind in overall camps. Whew, that is a big deficit for already.
Yeah, when you're this far behind in camps this early on, you know it's going to be a long, long time before this Karthus becomes relevant.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that's kind of smart on their part, right? Like, they're like, oh, this is Karthus, like, let's try to bully him, let's
All
get
right, here comes Gabby, gets the slowdown. Murica, he actually has the Black Shield broken. DCDK looking for his essence, but the good 90 caliber net from Murica will just put down some damage and get him to safety. Real Kitty now getting traded down by Sacred Strike. One more auto will give him the stun, but he's not going to be able to get it.
He's got to be a little careful. Olaf is somewhat close by. He's actually playing rather aggressively. I think he knows that to win these trades, he needs to get off the stun and the enhanced damage onto a Real Kitty to put down damage that'll stick, you know.
Oh,
doesn't land the dash.
He doesn't land the Arctic Assault, and one more auto will be the stun. It gets a big chunk of damage onto a Real Kitty, but it gets pulled in by the Infernal Chains.
Conqueror is
Real
up.
Kitty, though, a big minion wave to deal with. The Black Shield, or the Dark Binding, going to be eaten by the Spell Shield.
Sama gonna get poked out yet again. Fools putting down some damage. However, it has left This Is Lear without a lot of
That
mana.
Sensei connects onto him, and the teleport coming in from Sacred Strike. Murica goes down. DCDK picks up that kill. Here comes Jeem. He wants to look for the stun, doesn't connect it, but it does force the flash out of This Is Lear.
This is Lear flash down. America still has the sums up, but loses his or her life. I do not know the gender of the player. I'm gonna say her because it's Caitlyn.
DCDK lands that death sentence, and the Black Shield's either not available or just doesn't come out fast enough. I'm gonna assume it wasn't available because he didn't use it on himself instead of flashing away from the stun from Jeem.
I mean, it was pretty good amount of CC there. They did a pretty good job as well calling down the teleport the instant the hook lands. Help them secure the kill and even burn that flash. Here in the mid lane, there's actually a huge CS lead for Jeem over Solzon.
Oh, that's a good stun onto Solzon. Solzon does have the slicing maelstrom, but here comes Yosong. There he goes, gets the stun down. He has to flash away, but it's another blade surge from Jeem. Now he's going for the 1v2. Get the kill. Yosong level 5. Jeem just 1v2s them.
When you start a fight that poorly, as Solzon did with Jeem there, it's dangerous against Aurelia.
Flash play! Marika, he's gonna try and get the black shield. He does get it. DCDK looking for his death sense onto somebody. Not gonna connect it even through the black shield.
Yeah, no, like, Kitten was already basically dead, so if you're like level 5 Olaf, like, can I fight Aurelia right now? Probably not. And Kitten just goes down, and then Jeem just takes the 1v1 to him. Once you get that passive stacked, it starts to, you know, it's a ramping passive, and then once it's fully stacked, pretty strong champion.
Yeah, don't fight the Aurelia when she's got the passive stacks. Jeem gets
plus
2
Conqueror,
kills
not
for
to
free.
mention. Conqueror fully stacked, passive fully stacked.
Sacred Strike looking
Nice
for a real
jukes.
kitty.
Nice jukes from Real Kitty there, avoids the second part of the Winter's Wrath, as well as
Is
the
Yosong trying to solo? He is soloing the Mountain Drake right now. He's level 6 compared to only the level 5 from Gavi's Karthus. And you've got Jeem on the way in.
Yeah, Jeem's nearby. They're starting to get vision of it. It's only half dead.
Like you do have MSU coming around to try and help him out on this one. There's the Dark Binding going wide, but now DK's zoning off Murica. Here comes the teleport coming in. Flash forward, he gets the stun, and the Death Sense comes through. He gets the Mountain Drake, but it pays for it with his life. Sacred Strike's teleport was interrupted by a real kitty. Now Jeem looking to catch onto Solzon, but he's not gonna find it. Just looking for the Death Sense, not gonna connect. Just catches onto a minion as Gabby comes in for some moral support.
All right, they end up getting 1 kill there, but the dragon does go over to MSU. Yosang uses his ultimate there to continue to burn down the dragon so that way he can get the smite off. They try to CC him and kill him. They can't kill him fast enough. The CC is, you know, he's immune to it during that ultimate.
Sacred Strike can come by the Infernal Chains, gets yoinked back in. A real kitty is trying to go aggressive here, but he doesn't have the World Ender.
Whew. Oh, and here comes Jeem around the back. Sacred Strike is still here.
The Glacial Prison goes wide, but Jeem is here. A real kitty doesn't quite get the stun. Here comes the Requiem, and Jeem is taking a lot of damage now. He's already used that. A real kitty's just trying to jump away. Needs a little bit of damage. There he goes, gets the stun off. There's the ultimate, and a real kitty does go down. Yosong throws out the Undertow, but he doesn't have the Ragnarok. Gets stunned up. Jeem, he's gonna get the Conqueror Press. Yosong gets him, but is he gonna be able to finish out Sacred Strike? It's the 2v1 again from Yosong this time. But DCDK lands the Death Sense. Murica gets the Black Shield to avoid the play. Flash forward from Gian Summon. Gets the Summoner healed down. His Summoner Ignite is coming out. Murica goes down to the Boomerang Blade. This is Lear, only level 5 with no Soul Shackles.
And here's Solzon at the top chasing down Gavi. Gavi has to flash away in the top lane back onto the tower. He is now flashed defensively, basically as it has come up.
Yosong's own Conqueror comes into play there in the top lane. He is able to get the 2v1 onto Sacred Strike and Jeem after a real kitty goes down.
They were so low, they didn't have too many of their cooldowns. They try their hardest to get Yosang. Jeem has some nice Qs onto some minions, trying to get back like a bit of health and trying to make the fight last a little bit longer. But as soon as you see Conqueror proc for Olaf, you just kind of know that it's over. His natural healing from the W and the increased attack speed when your health gets low, and he just starts healing and just burning through both Sacred Strike and Jeem. Sacred Strike's had a little bit of a hard time hitting his dashes. He also missed his ultimate.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, he hit that one. I don't know how
and there's the
familiar
stun
he
coming
is.
down. He's gonna land it onto a real kitty.
Animation. I don't know how familiar he seems with Sejuani in this, just from missing the ultimate and a number of the headbutts. What is it called these days?
Arctic Assault.
Arctic Assault.
It's always been called that.
I've always called it headbutt. It
Arctic is like a snowy area.
Oh, is it?
And then Assault is like a, charge inwards. So it's like Arctic Assault. It's like you got the double start with the A. And then it's also like on theme because Sejuani is like a snow person.
Oh, good.
World Ender's been thrown down the Glacial Prison. Sacred Strike! Unfamiliar, you say?
He did, but it seems like he understands.
Yosong, he wants to continue this one. Undertow lands. Sacred Strike is gonna gear. Oh, doesn't get caught by the second undertow. He's gonna pop the Ragnarok and he's just gonna chase him down.
Wait.
Is he gonna die to the tower? Yes, he will. Yosung goes down. Sacred Strike picks up the kill.
That last little grass proc right at the end there, just putting down enough damage and restoring just enough health to take one more auto attack. And that last bit of damage and health restoration means that it's going to be a 1-for-1 there. So 2 kills to Sacred Strike.
All right, Piltover Peacemaker eaten by the spell shield. Whew. DCDK looking for that sentence. Nice dodge with a 90 caliber net. Always, of course, has the black shield as a backup plan if they think it's going to land.
And both of these bot lanes have spell shields. Makes it unfun to be the sword.
It's like, oh man. All right, Jean now looking to aggress onto Solzon just to make space for Gabby to do this Rift Herald. Yeah, need to be careful. Solzon will do a decent chunk of damage with that slicing maelstrom if he can get in there.
They're gonna have to give
The
this
wall
up.
of pain is thrown down. Solzon is taking a little bit of damage here. Jean is alone.
Get it?
But here goes Flash Slicing Maelstrom. He gets in onto Gabby. Gabby's still alive. Solzon finally gets him down. There's the Requiem being channeled. Sacred Strike is now on the run out the other side. As Yosung killed off Jean in the meanwhile. Yosung now chasing down onto Sacred Strike. Throws on the Dark Passage. DK is able to save his top laner from certain doom.
That was really greedy on the part of Unlucky Retribution. Gabby got so low during that. They saw the enemy team coming, and they were like, you know what? We could probably finish this, smite it away, in the face of a cannon.
Sacred Strike is now getting aggressive by This Is Lear, but he's got no one coming. There's the Soul Shot goes, he's stunned! The Black Shield is not enough. He's gonna come in. Here comes Yosung. He goes unstoppable as he shuts down Sacred Strike. Now he's on the run out because here comes the teleport from Jean. Dark Binding not gonna connect. Yosung is just throwing out the undertows to keep himself alive. And it looks like he will make it out.
Whew. Sacred Strike tries to hit the headbutt, but doesn't time it quite right. Doesn't hit This Is Lear as he comes out of the stopwatch. And he's going to end up missing that Q thanks to This Is Lear's flash. And they're going to lose a member for it. DCDK almost killed Yosung during that too, with the box and the...
This Is Lear... A little bit more aggressive than I would have done, but it turns out working out well for them. He's able to get Yosung in there with the help of his stun and his stopwatch, stalling out enough time.
All right, that's going to be first Tower Blood over to MSU. A Real Kitty gets left alone top for quite a while after Sacred Strike roams mid and also dies there. And then when he finally is able to come back top,
it's going to be a lot of teleport. 2 plates go over to Jean with the help of that Rift Herald.
When he's finally able to get back to top lane, a Real Kitty has taken the tower, as well as getting all of the plates. So despite having 2 deaths, Real Kitty probably sitting in a pretty good spot, especially compared since his opposing laner didn't get very many plates and is also down a decent amount of CS here.
So 1 Mountain Drake apiece, about 900 gold is the lead for MSU Bears Maroon. Trying to counter jungle onto Gavi once again. Tien Sama and DCDK trying to clear out vision as This Is Lear is coming in. Murica zoning away with those traps.
Man, they're just all in the Unlucky Retribution jungle down there. Look how
Oh, that's a good stun. Lands on the Solzon, throws out the ultimate. Here comes Sacred Strike, Glacial Prison Connect. Jean is trying to absorb the damage on the tower, but he takes too much. Solzon is actually going to make it out alive, and Sacred Strike just doesn't have the damage to finish him. Oh my!
Solzon, no!
Solzon insta-kill away at the very end there. Yosung definitely had that kill.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a...
Oh, good Death Sense lands on Murica. He's going to throw back the Dark Passage, pulls in Tien. There's the Black Shield coming down. Murica now trying to kite away. Tien Sama turns around onto This Is Lear, who's got no stopwatch. Requiem coming across. Murica pops the Summoner Heal. Boomerang Blade finishes it off. It's a double kill for Tien.
Gavi channeling the ult gets aggressed on by Yoseng. After the ult pops, though, he is going to retreat back deeper into the tower. Yoseng going to have to retreat as he runs out of minions.
Really nicely done by DCDK and Tien Sama to... I mean, they won that 2v2 even without the Requiem.
Yeah.
I think.
No. Yeah.
They probably just got 1 extra kill out of that.
Yeah.
But really nicely done.
Yeah, and the lead is starting to really grow in favor of Tien Sama and DCDK down here in the bot lane. We've seen a lot of action back and forth around Rift Herald, top lane, mid lane. Bot lane has been like kind of quiet comparatively. There's been action for sure, but kind of quiet comparatively. But they've got themselves quite the lead here. 5-1-5 for the bot lane of Unlucky Retribution.
Yeah, pretty nice. Unlucky Retribution, they're keeping up in terms of gold right now, and they're still 1 tower down, which means that there's some low-hanging fruit as far as global gold goes for them of available in the form of those outer towers. That one in the bottom lane is just about dead.
Almost dead. They need to pick it up. They didn't get as many plates as MSU. They're still a little bit down in gold despite being up in kills. Thanks to that first tower blood.
Yeah, Jeem and Sacred Strike not quite able to finish off Soulzon under the tower until Soulzon walks back in, that is.
Yeah.
Means that, you know, things are looking quite good for MSU Bears Maroon, but they need to keep up a little bit more of that pressure. Sacred Strike going in for the Arcade Cell, going to get pulled in by the Infernal Chains. A Real Kitty now going aggressive onto him, as he can just clear out the minion waves as a side note of his Q, as he goes aggressive on the Sacred Strike and trading quite well. And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Team going aggressive. Death doesn't quite connect onto this is Lear. Yosung in the top lane, trying to tip the scales in favor of a Real Kitty over Sacred Strike.
Yeah, he has finally finished the Black Cleaver, but he did go for Ninja Tabi, probably because of how fed Tiansama and how well Jeem's been doing so far. He's behind right now. They've been losing a few fights, but he's
gonna pop over the wall. Sacred Strike is here. Now a Real Kitty trying to get onto him. Yosung low throws at the undertow. Doesn't quite connect. Oh, I think it did actually.
But the slow,
yeah,
like,
the slow
resistance to
immunity.
the passive. Sacred Strike still safe here. Tiansama and DTC Decay have been shoving out in the middle.
Oh, that's a good death sentence. He can play back Soulzon, throws down the Slicing Maelstrom, clear out the minion wave, and forces them back. A Black Shield gonna eat the stun from Jeem. Now he wants to go aggressive as Murica now throws down the Soul Shackle. This is Lear. Launches away. Requiem being channeled. This is Lear. Is going down. Ace in the hole. Not enough to finish off Jeem.
Man.
Although flash forward gets another one back in favor of Unlucky Retribution.
America gets a little greedy and stays a little too long. Jeem gets a second kill, 2 assists over to Gabby, 2 kills over to Jeem, and they're gonna be able to get the tower in the bot lane. Hey, Kinnan just teleported behind Jeem in the bot lane, might be picking up a kill here.
Yeah, Jeem is just gonna run for his life, not gonna look for the execute because there's the Proto Belt, and Soulzon is gonna get jumped on. He'll surely get. Oh my god! He gets the third passage out! He got enough healing, and a Real Kitty takes down Jeem on the backside. And a good flank from the top laner. Gabby did finish off Soulzon, but now a Real Kitty, he's got the Aatrox revive. Here comes Yosung. Ragnarok eats the Glacial Prison. He shuts down DCDK. He gonna get Gabby too. He gets 3! And now Tiansama is the focus.
Gonna deal a bit of damage.
This is Lear. This is Lear just walked through the Karthus. An undertow connects from Yosung. Tiansama slowed, and Yosung smites him down. 4 kills go over to Yosung.
Wow, and that CC reduction, or sorry, immunity is absolutely insane in that fight. And it helps him. They're all trying to CC him, and he's just demolishing through them. They can't deal damage fast enough. He is now 10, 4, and 1 on this Olaf pick, with almost the most CS on his team. He's tied to the AD carry and top laner and just behind the mid laner.
Look at those numbers. They're so pretty. Nobody get any more CS on the side of MSC.
No, I've never actually seen such oh man. It's pretty uniform for a while there.
Anyway, Jeem now going to go aggressive onto a Real Kitty who has no World Ender. He's going to throw out the Infernal Chains, but Jeem is just going to jump onto him. A Real Kitty just trying to kite back towards his tower, and he successfully makes it out.
Yeah, without that stun. I think he should have saved that stun for, I don't know, after he jumped to a minion or two. Because he does get the reset jumping into minions when they die in one shot like that. But it's whatever. Chases Jeem off. Or sorry, chases Jeem off. Chases a Real Kitty off. Real Kitty got out of that last fight without dying. Good on him. And then Yoseng just cleaned up.
Yoseng is Warrior, Black Cleaver, Guardian Angel, Olaf. He's 2 levels up over Gabby right now.
Yeah.
Whew. And
Gabby
this is Karthus. Karthus is one of the fast. I mean, Olaf is a fast clearing jungler as well, but Karthus is one of the faster clearing junglers, and to be this far behind Yoseng at this time,
he got really set back in the early game thanks to that invade. And then after that, Yoseng just sort of, it seemed like just sort of kind of out-jungled him for a little while.
Yeah,
and,
really
got a lead that he
I
hasn't
mean,
been
to be
able to
fair,
make up.
good collapses came in from a Real Kitty and from
That's true as
Soulzon
well.
in the red side, and that forced Gabby's flash means that he can't afford to be very aggressive at all, even in his own jungle. Gabby now gonna get focused! Slicing Maelstrom and the Ace in the hole come through and make sure that Gabby goes down. There's the Requiem gonna be channeled. It's just gonna do a little bit of damage. It's not gonna be enough to kill anybody. Soulzon gonna eat some of that honey fruit to get health back. Now, oh, they're starting up the Baron,
Gene
possibly?
does have
Yeah,
teleport.
that Requiem was just to try and see if they could do enough damage to make it so they couldn't do the Baron. Here comes the teleport coming in from Gene on the top side. Yosang now trying to back away. They're gonna pop on the hunt. DCD can throw in the death sentence, gonna connect, but they don't want this one. They're very split right now, and Gabby's still dead.
Gabby's still dead. They're very split, but they are able to put down enough threat that they're not going to go for this Baron buff. They are going to go back and clear a bit of their jungle, and it looks like Unlucky Retribution is going to take the opportunity to try to get some vision back around this top side.
Yeah. Additionally, they picked up that tower in the mid lane. They're gonna be pushing onto that tower in the top lane. I don't think anybody is in a position on the MSU Bears Maroon to stop them from taking this
Yeah,
one.
this looks like they're going to be getting this top tower. Are they going to be able to punish them at all? Tower goes down, and it looks like they're not going to be punished. Looks like they're back in a ward. They're going to find that ward, though. All right, trying to fight for some vision around this Baron. They do take out the opposing top laner to kind of level things out here in terms of, towers to this side of the map. Unlucky Retribution, though, still does have their tier 1 mid tower, so it's a small advantage to them in this area of the map.
Okay, I want to take a look at the gold discrepancies between these players. So 1,300 is the lead for a Real Kitty over Sacred Strike. 3,000 is the difference between Yosang and Gabby right now. He has more gold discrepancy over Gabby than his team does over the enemy team, which means that is being made up by TN Sama with his, 1,200 or so, and Gene with about, 22 or 2,000 gold ahead of Solzon.
Jim and T and Sama ahead of their opposing, matchups. Their opposite number, yeah. But Gavi a fair bit behind Yosang. So at the moment, it's kind of like Yosang versus Jim and T and Sama. Obviously, all the other players are making a big impact as well, but just not as big as those players with all the gold.
Okay, now look at this. Unlucky Retribution, they clear out vision, and they're going to be the ones to start up the Baron now. It's going down fairly quickly. They do have one Mountain Drake in their pocket, and they know that it's being taken. They've got Yosang in the area, but he has no flash, so we cannot get into the pit. He's going to pop the Ragnarok. He gets the Black Shield as well, and it's going to be secured by Unlucky Retribution. They're going to pop him into his GA. Redemption going to come down. It's too late to give him the heal. Yosang is going to get shut down here for sure, and it goes over to Jeem.
Wow, 1,000 gold shutdown goes over to Jeem. The gold lead grows to almost 2k in favor of Unlucky Retribution, and they have themselves a Baron buff. Dragon's about to spawn as well. They have several members backing. It looks like at least Jeem is heading towards that bot side now. Sacred Strike teleported from the bot lane to the top lane to assist with that Baron and that Baron fight there at the end. Is going to head straight to the top lane after that to clear out this minion wave. Both teams kind of resetting a little bit here. Ocean Drake has now spawned. And it looks like we've got 4 members of Unlucky Retribution here.
Strike, gonna
Might be in trouble.
He gets knocked up after the Arctic Assault. He's gonna flash away from the Infernal Chains.
All right, they burn the flash. They're not going to be burning anything else to chase. They've got 2 members up here, neither of which has teleport at the moment. That's a lie. Solzon has teleport at the moment. And Unlucky Retribution looks like they're going to be taking this Ocean Drake. Looks like Karthus is soloing it right now.
Yeah. ECDK is gonna come in, just say hello.
Just pulsing the thing to save mana, I believe, right?
All right, so now Unlucky Retribution, they've got a Baron in their pocket. They're gonna keep, Sacred Strike gonna come into the top lane, gets on a Real Kitty.
He's been playing pretty aggressively against Real Kitty. Just every time he's got that
There we go.
Q
The
up,
Conqueror has been
great.
procced though. A Real Kitty gonna get stunned up. Sacred Strike eating tower shots though will not continue.
All right, we've got a cannon minion both in the top and the mid lane raining down some hits. Looks like these members of MSU are not trying to defend mid tower. They've got Baron, they've got 3 members.
And this is the problem with Kennen. Kennen can't clear waves. Aside from the fact that it's Baroned up, Kennen doesn't have good wave clear, which means Kennen cannot clear waves when they're being shoved in.
Yeah. So during that, Kennen was the only one mid, but he can't throw out any Zig bombs, Vel'Koz W and Q. You got nothing. You got nothing to try to safely reduce the health of these minions. Gonna run into
Someone gonna eat a trap for the.
All right, they're pressing down another tower. It's gonna get
Marika needs to be very careful. The guy's in prison. Whoa! That was so obvious. Jean meanwhile gets soloed out by Yosang in the bottom lane. Here we go. Flash slicing Maelstrom from Solzon. He stuns up 4 members. Redemption gonna come down. He gets the stopwatch. Here's a Real Kitty going deep. Here's the Requiem being channel. Sacred Strike trying to peel. Yosung has no Ragnarok. He goes down, but not with them before Sacred Strike goes down. A Real Kitty now is with the World Ender. He does have the revive up, and he's gonna run it out now.
All right, 3 members go down on Unlucky Retribution. Tien Sama and DCDK, the remaining members, both have to flash to escape a Real Kitty. 2 members go down on the side of MSU. They lose Yosang and Marika. Marika got popped, got ulted by Sejuani, and then immediately blown up by Sejuani.
I actually have no idea what Marika was doing there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an overstep. A lot of bit of an overstep.
You see the tower basically dead. You see the Sejuani like within 20 units of you. Probably not your best idea. That fight could have gone probably even better for MSU Bears Maroon if they had Caitlyn doing DPS the whole time.
Yeah, no, the fact that Marika got popped is probably why they weren't able to pick up all 5 there. That fight was going pretty well for them. DCDK and Tien Sama had to flash just to get away. So with Marika there, could have gone a lot better. Yosang going ham, trying to get onto the back line. Real Kitty also flashing there. Real Kitty and Yosang both flash, trying to get to the back line, trying to get to Tien Sama. And they were able to kite back pretty well for the most part, but they weren't able to do any damage in the meantime. So their team starts to go down around them as they're running, and they end up losing the team fight by 1 kill if you include the pick onto Caitlyn.
Okay, so
both teams kind of resetting here.
They didn't lose the inhibitor.
Yeah.
That's the important thing for the side of MSU Bears Maroon. So they will not have the added pressure of Supermoon shoving in onto the mid lane.
We've got the exact same kills and dragons for both of these teams, but there is a sizable gold lead for... Not
only
sizable,
2,000.
significant, I guess. Significant gold lead in favor of other characters. Solzon might be in trouble here.
Oh, he's found Gabby, but now he's in the middle of all of them. There's a slicing maelstrom coming down. Ace in the hole. Oh no, he pulled him too far. Solzon and Marika are able to get down Gabby before they lose their mid laner.
And Gabby's hook doesn't land there. And without the hook landing, Gabby goes down rather quickly. Oh, sorry, you're right. DCDK's hook doesn't land. And after that doesn't land, Gabby goes down relatively quickly. And then after pulling the hook, gets finished off by Marika, who's over there by the Thresh, by DCDK.
Detson's gonna connect on the Sacred Strike. They're gonna just throw down a little bit of damage with the Undertow. And the traps being laid down.
All right, both teams down a member, down an AP carry.
Solzon, I am not sure how he got there. Because his teleport's still up.
Yeah,
he didn't teleport behind them. I don't think he knew that they were there.
No, he did not know that they were there. But the fact that the Thresh hook missed cost Gabby his life there. I mean, to be fair, like, it was a tough one. You know, you're hitting it like at an angle from across the wall at max range, but
Dark Passage also, he tried to get him to safety, but he just pulled him past the Thresh so that the ace in the hole did not get blocked.
Feels bad, man. A little bit too close to the kill.
So MSU still holding on to this inhibitor.
Yep, still holding on, down 2.5k gold. But
and honestly, I think that every
and
time MSU trades 1-for-1 like that, it's probably a victory for them.
Yeah.
There's
Being
another
down.
Baron started coming up. DCDK gonna land it. That sends on to This Is Lear, gonna throw the Black Shield onto himself. Jeem, he knows there's no Black Shield now. This Is Lear, gonna get jumped on. Glacial Prison goes wide, doesn't connect on anyone. There's the Ragnarok. Now he's gonna try and focus him down. He gets his Staring Spot. His Guardian Angels come back up. That sense does not connect because of the Ragnarok, but he does get pulled back in. Flay coming down, no Requiem gonna be used. It's interrupted. Gabby goes down to Solzon and a Real Kitty on the backside. He's still got a GA. Solzon pops the Slicing Master and the Stopwatch to pop the Guardian Angel from Jeem. Throwing out the Boomerang Blade. Now Jeem still wants it. There's the World Ender being popped. A Real Kitty gonna be going down here. He gets taken down in the Baron Pit, and Yosung is now in trouble. He gets popped. He's Guardian Angel into the net sense. Tien Sama gets the kill.
that looked so bad for Unlucky Retribution, and somehow they won? I guess, yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, Death Sense over the wall. They're gonna try and kill this. He gets under Murk on the back line. Tien Sama and Jeem take down 2 more.
Wow, he hit the stun on... He dashed from the first stun target, This Is Lear, to Marika so fast. It looked like he went straight to Marika. He comes over the wall onto
I think
This Is
he
Lear.
did. He flashed the wall to go straight on.
I thought he queued onto This Is Lear after the stun and landed it, thus giving him a reset. So I thought he went boom boom, but he flashed, then went for America. Okay, less insane, still pretty good. Wow. So they clean up America, and this is Lear there, and all refresh their Baron as well.
Yeah.
So gold lead for them is now 5,000. There's also a Mountain Drake here that Tien Sama looks like he wants to move towards. Looks like he's going to red buff instead.
They're waiting for Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby's here, and it looks like they're going to blast cone over potentially. Yep.
They blast cone Gabby.
Gabby goes over. Oh, DCDK is waiting on the other side with the lantern to try to keep him safe as he tries to sneak this Elder Drake. Here comes a little bit of damage from Sivir. Is it going to be enough? There's the thing. He smites it, and it gets pulled away. Yo saying you're not close enough to try to get the smite steal there. A little bit of damage from Souls on first, though. So they are going to be able to slip that one in, and he's going to back out with the help of the lantern. And wow, they've got Baron. They're up another dragon. 5k gold. Things are looking good for Unlucky Retribution at the moment.
Yeah, that fight, like you said, it started out looking really good for MSU, but they were kind of not on the same page, and they didn't have all their members there.
Yeah.
Yosang was looking to go crazy in the back line there, but, you know, Justin Olaf, especially as the game continues to go, it's not as much damage as it is in the early game.
Not as much damage.
And so Murica not being in the fight, not doing enough damage, so, and then Yosang, he kind of like trails off, tries to run away, and then he realizes, oh, a real kitty's going in. And then he starts to go in, a real kitty drops, they focus him down. A real kitty pops back up, they kill him, then Yosung pops back up, and then he dies, and then it's just sort of a disaster for MSU Bears Maroon. A lot of miscommunication and not enough resources allocated for that fight.
All right, they're starting to pressure this inhibitor. Getting up here, they're putting the Baron buff on the minions. It's getting cleared away. They're not really going aggressive yet.
Ooh, Dark Rider next. DCK looking for that sense. It does connect, but here he goes in. There's the slicing maelstrom just melting through them. Gabby goes down again. Here's the Requiem. Murica trying to do damage. Sacred Strike is just doing too much damage. And there's the Requiem damage just popping all of the members of MSU. Wow. That's a 1 for 5 in favor of Unlucky Retribution and probably the game.
That was looking so good for MSU at first, but then Jean and Tien Sama showed up. And when they showed up, the damage showed up, and they just absolutely melted everyone with the help of that Requiem.
Yeah, and that is going to be game 1 going over to Unlucky Retribution.
Wow, an explosive end. It looked like the fight was going well for MSU, but they didn't do enough damage, honestly. They started really CCing and doing some solid damage, but not enough to actually kill anyone. And then Jeem and Tien Sama get there while the rest of their team is still alive. Gabby's the only one to go down. He channels and that's the beauty of Karthus. You're the first one to die, you just channel Requiem and the rest of the team goes ham, and you help pick up all of these kills, pick up an ace. That's game 1. All right, we're gonna go get set up into the lobby for game 2.
Yeah, we're gonna take a short break before we get into game number 2. Unlucky Retribution 1 game up. Will they be able to close it out 2-0 and set their matchup against, oh goodness, who do EXT?
We'll look at it we can look at it at the end.
Set up their matchup against EXT, or will they fall and place themselves against the Saucy Summoners? We'll see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to the Get Wrecked Summer Splash Uncapped Week 2 stream. We're about to get into game number 2 of Unlucky Retribution versus the MSU Bears Maroon. Unlucky Retribution took game number 1. You know, pretty close back and forth for a little bit, but then Unlucky Retribution just sort of started winning team fights where it seems like MSU, they didn't have enough damage to finish off anybody.
Yeah, and I gotta say, it seems like a decent part of that was probably the Kennen pick. Like, he was getting off a good amount of CC and a good amount of damage in the fights, but just not enough. And then after they sort of blew their load, like started popping their ults, chasing down the back line, trying to CC and deal some damage, Jim and Tian Sama would usually be alive at the end of it, and just start putting down so much DPS and so much damage. It was insane, and would just start melting people down.
It didn't help that Murica was quite a bit behind the curve.
He was also a bit behind the curve, so that would have helped their overall team fight damage.
But you know, Yosung's performance, you can see why Unlucky Retribution are target banning.
Sivir being banned first there is huge. I think the fact that they got ahead in lane and the fact that Sivir's just such a good team fight AD carry, like you were mentioning, just like S tier AD carry right now, just really strong, made it really hard for them to do what they wanted to do. Had that been a different AD carry, some of those fights could have gone a lot differently. And so banning away Sivir, banning away Karthus, they're like, all right, you jungler friend, like if you're going to like lose in the jungle, you don't get to be Karthus, like right? like that, because you can't lose. Like he lost, it was behind, but then he still got to pop Requiems at the end of the game and just demolish health bars. So banning that and banning Sivir, the two problem carries from the last game.
But Unlucky Retribution, they respected enough to go ahead and ban away the Caitlyn. So now, do we see an early pick Xayah, seeing as Sivir is taken off the table?
Well, last time
instead, they're going to go for the
pick Sejuani, did they?
No, they first picked,
I
think they did first pick Sivir, didn't they?
Sivir?
Yeah.
Okay. First pick Sivir.
Yeah. Unlucky Retribution opted to stay on the blue side, speaking of which. MSU chose red side game number 1, Unlucky Retribution. They still want the blue side.
Yeah.
So,
and they're gonna steal the Aatrox this game.
Yeah, they take away the Aatrox. MSU takes away the Thresh that DK played last game.
This is kind of funny. In the series we did earlier today, there was a whole lot of character stealing between the game and champion stealing between the games, and it looks like we're going the same route this time.
Thresh is going to be taken, like you said, and now MSU, they'll take away the Hecarim. This was banned away from them in game number 1, in the second rotation, that is. But we will see the Hecarim picked up for MSU Bears Maroon, a very powerful jungler in the hands of somebody who performed very well last game. But the Karma was left open, and this could be either support or top lane for Sacred Strike.
Yeah. And they do have the Aatrox that could be jungle. It could also be mid. Jeem has already had Yasuo banned away from him, as well as picking Aurelia. He might just be the kind of guy that plays the AD carry bruiser types in the mid lane.
Yeah.
I do not know much about Jeem, but now I know 2 of his champions.
All right, so Sejuani is going to be locked in for the side of Unlucky Retribution. This was picked in the first rotation last game.
All 3 of these champions could be Sacred Strikes.
Yes, all 3 of them could go to any one of them.
You want last pick? Well, you're not counter-picking top. That's right. Top lane could be anything. You have no idea. Aatrox isn't traditionally a top laner, but can flex a bit. And Sacred Strike has played both Karma and Sejuani before.
All right, so again with the steals, MSU will take away the Aurelia. Will that go in the hands of a Real Kitty or Solzon?
I mean, if I just had to guess, I would imagine Real Kitty. But, you know, it could be another mid lane Aurelia. It's hard to say. A lot of champions can flex right now. And they have. We saw frickin' Sejuani top last game.
Okay,
so no telling where things are going.
They can go ahead and ban away 80 carries, it looks like. If they ban 280 carries and Unlucky Retribution don't ban, like, Xayah, for example, they get to pick it.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the last bans are going to be.
All right, because like, Sivir's not available.
Yeah.
Caitlyn's not available. Kaisa just got banned.
If they ban Sivir, so Xayah, like you were saying,
Unlucky Retribution.
Yet another 80 carry.
What are they gonna do? They ban away Ezreal.
No 80 carries this game.
Oh dear.
Ban all the 80 carries.
Okay, they ban Yasuo.
Okay.
So I think Unlucky Retribution Like, what other AD carries are there that's not named Xayah? What are there? There's Twitch, not particularly good right now.
Vayne. Twitch.
Vayne is one. Vayne got nerfed pretty hard. Is very abusable in lane. But if they don't ban Xayah here, then MSU will almost certainly pick it.
I think you're right. Let's see what's gonna happen though.
Okay, so they're gonna ban Xayah.
So they do go ahead and ban the Xayah. We're probably gonna see an AD carry here. Looks like Lucian. Okay, solid AD carry.
Yeah. The other thing is, Yuumi is open. And Yuumi was banned in game number 1. It's a super powerful support pick in general right now. And that allows the Karma to be flexed into the top lane.
All right, if this is a Kennen, I will be officially super
Kennen
confused.
AD, you mean?
Yeah.
Interesting. Ashe. Oh, I forgot about Ashe.
Ashe is also
Ashe is solid.
Carry, yeah.
Ashe is solid.
All right, so will one of these teams pick Yuumi? I guess it's
going to be
MSU
unlucky
because they have the
retribution,
Thresh.
if any.
Yeah.
But
So I said, I guess it's not going to be MSU because they have the Thresh. What support Karma?
Kennen top, Aatrox mid.
I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. They're hovering the Kennen.
All right, so that would suggest.
Vladimir?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So that would suggest it is Karma support. Sejuani jungle.
I'm making no assumptions. I'm done. I'm done making assumptions. Vlad could be top or mid. Aatrox could be top mid jungle. Karma could be top mid support. Sejuani could, I guess, be jungle or top. I've got nothing. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Everyone's flexing all these things and all these.
All
names.
right, so the last pick is going to go over to the Kennen. So MSU,
again.
they really value that Kennen for their team composition. So I don't know. It seemed like it was okay last game, but a lot of the weaknesses of Kennen were exposed in that last game. It doesn't do a lot of sustained damage. It doesn't have wave clear.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw both of those be things that really just bit them in the butt as the game went on. We'd see him put down the ultimate in the team fight, and nobody else on his team did AoE damage, and so his AoE damage like did something, but it didn't actually end up killing anybody quickly. Whereas UR was focusing people down so fast.
Yeah. All right, so it is going to be Vladimir top lane, Aatrox mid lane, Sejuani jungle.
Hey, they could switch the last second.
They could.
I'm not assuming anything. Not assuming anything. These are also not Mardi Gras beads. These are Puka Shell.
Yosung on Hecarim this game. A champion a little bit better to scale into the late game against against an AD carry that's a little bit easier for him to kill.
Yeah.
You know, Sivir, I mean, I guess it can be harder since you don't have Ragnarok and Ashe has CC, and also the fact that it's a Karma instead of a Thresh. It's a little bit harder to kill the AD carry as in this game. So perhaps I'm wrong. But I think Yosung is in a little bit better of a position to carry as the game goes on compared to the Ola from last game.
All right. I'm excited to see how this one goes. Last one was back and forth a little bit. It seemed like a lot of the weaknesses on MSU's part, though, came... You know, I mean, there's always player error, but it did seem like it was a fair bit from the team comp as well.
Yeah, I don't think that Kennen inherently is a bad pick, but it was fairly weak against what Unlucky Retribution had to offer. You know, you engage hard, you kill the Karthus. What does he care?
Yeah, now you're all standing in his Defile. He can still throw down his abilities and even channel the ultimate. So, a lot of damage. Thanks, Toss It Cows, for subscribing for 3 months. Since we're waiting for 3 minutes for the spectator delay to click by.
It's Toss It Koss, I think.
Toss It Koss. I'm sorry.
Because that's his name, Kosick.
Okay.
And also it rhymes with toss as opposed to cows.
Toss It Koss.
Toss It Cows.
I don't know why. I mean, with an L, that would just be Klaus, right? Like kind of like a German sounding, like AUS kind of thing. No, maybe not.
No.
I don't know. I'm not German. I apologize, German people here.
It's also not how you spell his name either.
Because is it like house? You know, like have you ever seen it like?
That's an OU, not an AU.
No, not English house.
Oh,
like the H-A-U-S.
German.
Yeah, like
H-A-U-S.
German like house.
Well, but he's not German.
Okay, I just was, I'm sorry. And just, I saw it, I thought something might be. Toss It Koss. You're right. 50
I mean,
seconds
I
to go.
could be wrong. He might pronounce it Tossikaus. But,
Hey.
like, that's not his name, and it doesn't rhyme with toss, so, like...
Why would it be that? I gotcha. That makes more sense. Well, thank you for the sub, nonetheless. We do not guarantee talking about your name for a solid 40 seconds if you subscribe.
That's not a thing. That is not one of the perks.
That's not a perk of subscribing. You just get to be purple in the Discord. And
All right. Getting back to this game. Unlucky
20 seconds
Retribution, 1 game up. MSU Bears Maroon, they have to win the next 2 if they want to continue on to the winner's bracket. Let's talk again, without any reservation about the players. Let's just talk about the champion picks. Which team do we think is going to have an easier time?
I think I like MSU's comp. I think they both look solid, but I think I'm favoring MSU's here. I don't know. I think Hecarim Kinnan just seems like a pretty strong combo, a pretty strong way to engage. Lucian doesn't have too hard of a time following something like that up. Gets pretty close anyway. He's got a fair amount of mobility, and the ultimate's a pretty decent team fight tool. So I don't know. I mean, I think that's going to be going pretty well for them. But, I guess Sejuani Vladimir, pretty good engaged in team fight too, with Aatrox to kind of assist and sort of like the middle of their team. But I don't know. I think I'm favoring MSU slightly here. I think Aurelia, Hecarim, Kinnan, it's a pretty strong combo. Not that Sejuani, Vladimir, Aatrox is particularly weak. I just think I'm going to give the edge to MSU's comp. But I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I will say for Vladimir, Sejuani, Aatrox, that is a hella beefy engaged squad. They are all very tanky champions. But 2 of them, a lot of their sustain relies on healing. Their team fight sustain, their damage mitigation relies on them being able to heal. And with 2 champions that are pretty dependent on that, something like a Morellonomicon or a Executioner's Calling can
Goes a
be
long way.
very effective in a team fight to reducing their sustain.
5
Both
members
teams just gonna run into each other.
Oh! The Death Sentence at level 1 forces the flash out of DCDK.
Do you think if that hit, he was going to
Die?
I kind of think no.
I mean, why take the risk?
Fair enough.
If it hits, then you're the first one to get engaged on by CC, and if all 5 members focus one person, then it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other team is not going to be CC'd, at least not right then.
Yeah.
So better safe than sorry. Although a fight breaking out might have been okay for them, considering Aatrox is pretty good at level 1 since he
pretty good
basically
level
has
1.
3 abilities.
3 potentially AoE knockups, to deal a substantial amount of damage. So much of his kit and power budget is wrapped up in utilizing that Q, makes it pretty handy for level 1. Kind of like Riven Q a little bit, but even more so, honestly.
All right, so that will just be the flash burn by DCDK to start out. Souls
He
on.
did take the Klepto, so he's going to be looking to try to get lots of autos. And Jeem's going to be looking to try to hit those Qs and stay out of as much auto range as possible. This is just a little bit... Got a little low there.
As you were.
Yeah. But yeah, so, I don't know. That mid lane thing, it's going to be kind of Jeem against Klepto here. And maybe trying to pick up a kill on Souls on.
Yeah, and look at Unlucky Retribution's bottom lane. They're just really laying into Murica there.
That's his flash.
Yeah.
That's his flash. It's down. They just assaulted him with damage. They're not even level 2.
That's the thing. When the Thresh takes Death Sense at level 1 and doesn't land it in lane, then you just sort of get bullied out. You don't have play to trade autos back. You're outranged by this Ashe and this Karma by virtue of champion auto attack ranges. And now they hit level 2, it's even worse for them. Death Sense gonna connect, but he gets a huge shield and it doesn't even matter. Murica actually loses 2 more autos off.
They're still poking him. Isn't Ashe range on the higher end of ADK?
It is.
Yeah, that's kind of
Illusions
deceptive.
is lower.
It's kind of deceptive. She doesn't look like a champion that would have a high-ish auto range relative to other ADCs, but she does.
And look at that. This is Lear. He took his Dark Passage at level 2. Meanwhile, Solzon gonna get caught by the Infernal Chains. Doesn't quite get pulled back in. He's going for the gank from Gabby. Looking for a little bit more. Can he get a knock-up? Arctic Assault will not be up yet.
They're still chasing. They're going to get the knock-up. but it's not enough.
Wow,
They weren't
so they
able-
don't burn the flash away from Solzon.
I think that they maybe needed to wait on using Aatrox's W, perhaps. Maybe if they could get Gavi closer to the fight with the help of Jeem's knockups first, they could have started to chain CC him a bit. Jeem could have helped apply the passive.
Chain CC into the chain.
Yes, into the chain CC. Yeah, so in the bot lane, they've really bullied Marika a lot, but
He's able to keep up in
yeah,
CS.
but they haven't been able to push him out in CS yet.
Solzon
Okay.
going aggressive, gonna get pulled in by the Infernal Chains, but he does get the stun off onto Jean.
Alright, there was a little bit of a gank there into the bot lane. You were saying was showing up. Yeah, but they're looking to be just fine here.
DCDK is a nice target since he doesn't have the flash still from that level 1. But this is Lear has not been in a position to get his death sentence off. I think it looks like he tried because his flash is down.
Yeah, yeah. And given that was their gank, it was probably an effective one.
Yeah.
All right, Hecarim going to back. Kennen really trying to get Klepto autos off on Jean here. He's up in CS a little bit. Real Kitty looking to get aggressive on the Taker Strike, gonna dodge away from that stun, the pool. Things are
This is
a
Lear
little
taking
bit.
some good damage down from Tien Sama and DCDK.
They've been doing a good job of squeaking in damage as many chances as they get. But Marika has had just enough healing to keep him in this lane and keep his CS competitive.
I mean, he took the Doran shield at the very least, so
Yeah.
you know that's helping quite a bit.
Yeah.
Considering how hard Unlucky Retribution have been harassing him, I think he'd be dead if he had taken Doran's place. That's gonna connect it, lands onto DK, they're gonna play back both of them. They get the shield off, this is Lear gonna get rooted in place there now. Tien Sama gonna turn his attention onto this is Lear. The Ignite went down on the Tien.
Why is
DK,
the damage coming out
yeah,
there?
a little bit of miscommunication there. I think if Tien had turned on to This Is Lear earlier, when that was the target of DK's root.
Nice.
Hold up,
Knockup
Solzon gonna get jumped on by Jeem.
The W got eaten by that minion who happened to be standing like right there in between the two of them. Else that might have been a burned flash.
Sacred Strike. Oh, hold on a second, Gavi coming in.
Not really gonna find a good gank at that angle.
But you know, when DCDK, he was laying the root down onto This Is Lear, who they know doesn't have flash. But Tien was continuing to aggress onto Marika. I think. Well, okay, and I could be wrong. Maybe if he hadn't focused onto Marika, Marika would have turned around and tried to kill her.
Yeah.
But I think if he had been flash forward from Jeem forces the flash out of Solzon. And there's a
Yeah, DCDK
Pause.
was backing, no danger or anything, but it looks like he does DC. And they're going to pause, and hopefully we can get him back in the game in relatively short order. There's a lot of pauses in this series.
yeah, a lot of them were from last series too. Right?
Yeah, I guess I meant to say
Today.
today, yes. There have been a lot of pauses today. Taya was having some issues earlier today, and then in this series, I think we saw Solzon. No, we saw Gavi have an issue last game, and
Now
now
DK's
it's
having some
DCDK. So we'll have a little bit of a pause.
You know,
As
in
we,
spite of everything, nobody's died yet.
Yeah, actually, that is surprising. Nobody has died yet. We've seen a lot of low health bars. Even Solzon, incredibly low, just now had to flash away. And in the bot lane, we've seen some flashes get burned. DCDK had to flash away from a hook at level 1. Pretty dangerous. Players are playing pretty dangerously. But if Unlucky Retribution can get the win in this game, that'll secure them the match and the round 1 win, putting them into the winner's bracket and giving MSU their first loss and putting them into the loser's bracket. You know, so that's the kind of the thing with double elimination. Like, really gotta try to win every match you can. Round robin, there might be like a little room for error here and there. Looks like he's reconnected, so hopefully we get.
But in any tournament, as it were, it's always better
best.
for you to win.
Yes,
than to
always
lose.
better to win every game for sure. This is just the overall importance is a little more condensed into a few less matches.
Yeah, you can kind of you have a little bit more wiggle room as far as like matches go in
Yeah.
round robin. Maybe.
Sometimes you think, oh, it doesn't matter that we lost to that team that one time, and then it might. Might be the
Oops.
difference between really good seeding or a bye, or even whether you get into playoffs at all. So yeah, it can vary. All right, well, we saw him reconnect. That shows up though once they start like loading.
Here we go.
Right? Awesome, cool. Here we go. 2, 1, and we're back into it. 6 minutes into this game.
So Solzon just splashed away from Jeem's Slash. Yosung is level 6 and Gabby's only level 5. They're gonna find each other as they fight for the Scuttle Crab. Neither bot lane is here, but Jeem is here though. So Gabby gonna go aggressive on the Yosung, but he doesn't have the Glacial Prison. Here's the stun coming in, and Jeem is gonna try and get in there. A Dark Passage is gonna try and get him out of there, and it will successfully. They're gonna land a Death Sense on the Gabby. Now they're going aggressive. Also, the Shadows comes out, and there's first blood for Murika. Yosung now getting aggressive by Jeem. Jeem is going to run for his life. He's got no flash. He just aggressively flashed on the Solzon, and that's 2 kills for MSU.
Wow, the enemy bot lane just beelined it straight here, but meanwhile, Tien Sama beelined it for that wave down there. Did not walk up through the jungle, just went straight for the minions. And with that, that's going to be 2 kills over. The first 2 kills of the game over to MSU.
Yeah, and Murika got one of them, so that's gonna help him a lot because he's really been suffering in this bottom lane.
He has been. All right, so it looks like the bot lane of Unlucky Retribution is coming here now. However, there
But it's a
4 members, so
2v4.
careful.
This is Lear, throws back the Dark Passage. Here's Gabby! He got into the pit after respawning, and he's immediately gonna have to flash over the wall.
Man, unfortunate. Flash gets burned.
You might even call it unlucky. All right, a Real Kitty gonna try and aggress on the Sacred Strike, just a little bit of damage. He doesn't get the Blade Surge reset, as he did not land the stun on the Sacred Strike. Now Solzon gonna get not quite pulled in by the Infernal Chains.
The W change to Aurelia's W means that she doesn't resist
Magic
damage any longer. However,
Oh, throws down the ultimate. Hemo Plague is going to be used. Sacred Strike just beelines it out of there with the Sanguine Pool. Looking for the stun. No, he gets it. Meanwhile, Sacred Strike flashed away. Now Murika going to get slowed up as the Death Sentence is going to connect on the DCDK. They're going to try and get him back in there. They're playing him back in. DCDK flashes back away. Now Tien Sama trying to just play a little bit of room for DCDK to safely regen some health.
whew, yeah, DCDK tried to get up there. I don't know if he was trying to poke or what, but Tien Sama did not follow him though. And then when he got hooked, Tien Sama was just like, I'm farming. Get back, guy.
DCDK on a ward. He gets hooked. You're gonna throw out the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Dashed away from Murika. Ignite goes down. That's a big shield from DK. And now he's gonna flash away. Tien Sama just does so much damage. The Ranger's focus. He gets the shield to speed himself up. And this is Lear. Just continues to get slowed up by those Ash Autos. But the good death sentence into the tower means that he gets taken down. A teleport coming in from Solzon. He wants to finish off DCDK. And I think he'll be able to get it. He's trying to save the slicing maelstrom, and he doesn't need it. So now Gabby forcing Yosung out of his own jungle as Jeem is here. Solzon not in the area as he just teleported bot.
All right, so that ends up being a 1-for-1 and a teleport. A 1-for-2 and a teleport.
A real kitty's gonna get jumped on by Gabby. Here's the teleport. Here's the teleport coming in from Sacred Strike as well. A real kitty flashes back towards his tower. Here comes Solzon. He's still got the slicing maelstrom. Jeem knocks up 2 over the wall, but they're not gonna go for the fight.
All right, so nice awareness there on a real kitty's part to run back towards the mid lane where his teammates were coming to help. He was kind of in this pincer right there, and had he gone any other direction, he would have died, but his allies have shown up.
Oh, Yosung wants to go in. He's got the Onslaught of Shadows. He gets knocked up. That's a good one. Ignite going down on the Jeem. He takes a lot of damage. Onslaught of Shadows goes in. Slicing Maelstrom. They'll keep Jeem in place so that he will die. Sacred Strike running out the other side.
Wow, and Jeem got so much health back from the, I always forget what it's called, the circle thing plus the smite on the Scuttle Crab? What's the circle?
Oh, the Spirit of Dread?
Spirit of Dread. From the Spirit of Dread and the smite on Scuttle Crab, just got so much health back even though he was borderline dead just moments before.
Yeah, it was very important that he get that health back because if he dies, the Aatrox pops back up.
Yeah, and Vladimir was there to maybe pick up the kill. So he gets the health back, doesn't die to Sacred Strike, and doesn't give the revive to Jeem. And now it looks like he was going to head top, but is going to back instead. So things looking pretty good for MSU right now. Up 2K and 4 kills, as well as a dragon.
Ooh, good stun. Yeah, so I think also Sacred Strike, he has it now, but he didn't have Hemo Plague during that fight.
Gotcha. Yeah, that would have definitely helped out. Especially in trying to maybe get the kill onto Yosung at the end of it. But no, he ends up running away from that fight after after Jim goes down.
Yoseng quite a bit ahead over Gavi once again. Let's throw back the Dark Passages. Here comes Yoseng. No onslaught of shadows. And there's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. A Death Sense connects from This Is Lear. And now Tien Sama is gonna go down. Pops the Summoner here from Murka just to make sure he stays alive. And there's the calling going out. DK goes down as well.
Things not looking good for Unlucky Retribution this game. They took the last game.
Oh, Soul's on. Very close to getting jumped on by Gene there. Good stun, and it will allow him to lightning rush out of there. MSU focusing on to this bottom lane, gonna try and get as many plates as possible.
Yeah, they have now grown that gold lead to 3K. They also have a Mountain Drake going to help them do a bit of additional damage to these towers. There go a couple turret platings, and they're going to retreat here, starting to build themselves a pretty sizable lead, largely on the back of Yoseng once again. But they also have had some good roams to some of these fights, especially around Dragon.
But, you know, they have a 3,000 gold lead. This is really rough, though, because Jeem 30 CS up over Solzon, and Tien 20 CS up over Murica. Things are not looking good if this game just doesn't, you know, really get going for MSU.
They clear away a bit. Gabby going pretty low.
Gabby's 2 levels down.
Yeah, he's behind quite a bit. Once again, this time Yoseng probably has the added benefit of experience from kills, which is a substantial bit of XP.
Yoseng coming in. He's got the Onslaught of Shadows this time. Tien Sama, no Enchanted Crystal Arrow. He's going to use the Onslaught of Shadows. It goes the wrong way, but the Death Sentence not going to connect. Tien Sama gets a shield, but it doesn't matter. Yoseng just blows him up. A double kill for the horse.
Wow. Not the best ultimate. Dodges the hook, and it doesn't matter. They just do so much damage. They take them all out.
Yeah, that's
Tien Sama and
Sheen.
DCDK go down to the damage from Yoseng, America, and This Is Lear without landing pretty much any CC, except for that fear, which went the wrong direction. Terrified? Is it different?
No, it's the same.
Okay.
That's the same thing. A real kitty just holding his own in this top lane. He's ahead in CS, to be fair. Gonna put down a little bit of damage on the Sacred Strike, looking for the stun.
Ooh, gonna dodge away from the stun. Yeah, I mean, they do have, like, a good late game on their team, but
They're gonna face stick into all of them! Gabby throws at the Glacial Prison, there's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. This is Lear goes down now, Yoseng is in trouble, he's got no Onslaught of Shadows, flash forward. Here's Solzon, slicing Maelstrom, takes down Tien immediately. DK gets a shield, but Jean is wreaking havoc in the back line. The Infernal Chains will hold Solzon in place. Ariel Kitty teleports in as well. Gabby's alive, throws out the ultimate, he misses. Murica goes in for the kill, and he gets knocked up under a tower, but not before DK goes down.
Gene was not able to pick up the kill onto Souls on there. He's going to come back around, though, and get the kill onto America. So we see 2 members go down on the side of Unlucky Retribution. 2 members go down.
Oh, Real Kitty gets yoinked back in. Jeem still has his... no, he doesn't have the World Ender, but he does have double buffs. The Sacred Strike.
Oh, no! Yeah, okay, so we see a couple teleports there. And that ends up being a 2 for 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, ends up being a 2 for 2, which is unfortunate because it started out as a pick for Unlucky Retribution, and then ends up being a 2 for 2 at the end of the day, which, you know, going even on trades when you're behind, like we talked about last game, is good. That helps you stall the game and put some gold back in your pockets. But they need to get ahead or stall a lot longer if they want to win this game.
3,000 gold is the lead now for MSU Bears Maroon. Honestly, you know, pretty surprised that fight went the way it did.
Yeah.
All right, this is Lear gonna throw back the Dark Passage, look for the Death Sentence. Nice sidestep by DCDK. They pull in Solzon, but he doesn't want to be here anymore. There's the root coming down, and they're just so afraid of Yoseng and Solzon's ability to team fight with their ultimates. They don't go for that potential kill onto This Is Lear. I think that's probably a good call.
Yeah. Good mind games from DCDK there to stay away from This Is Lear, but they're so good about, MSU in particular, is so good about seeing these fights as they like just have not even begun yet and rotating towards them and getting the numbers advantage faster than Unlucky Retribution would respond. And that's led to the...
Oh, Yoseng steals away the blue buff, and there's Gabby with the Arctic Assault. Here comes Sacred Strike over the side. The Electro Prison gonna connect as well. Yoseng blast cones his way over the side. Angelic Crystal, nice sidestep, Onslaught of Shadows. He gets back towards Real Kitty. Look for the sun, gets it on the Sacred Strike. Sacred Strike is now dead. They collapse on him.
Wow, really nice play from Yoseng there. Jukes the arrow, jukes a lot of damage. And even though Sacred Strike's starting to take him out, once again, all the members from MSU roam immediately to the fight, and they definitely help turn it in the favor of their own team. Unlucky Retribution just hasn't been as quick
Not the
or
best
efficient
Rift
with
Herald,
these roams. Yeah, maybe it was probably about to die. I think they took that some time ago, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was Gabby dropping the Rift Herald.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now Jeem is going to try and ignore Solzon a little bit. Doesn't want to get stunned up under tower, though. He does know the Slicing Maelstrom is still available. He's going to pop the World Ender, and here he goes. Slicing Maelstrom going to be caught. There's the teleport coming in from Sacred Strike. Jeem, can he get a kill before he goes down? No! And now Sacred Strike is teleported his way into two members of MSU. Onslaught of Shadow's not available. There's the Dark Passages. This is Leo looking for something. Destin's not going to care, but DCDK doesn't. Just goes down. Now Murica just does so much damage. He's level 10. Tien Sama only level 8.
Whew, things not looking good for Unlucky Retribution. Currently down 5k gold, down 10 kills.
Uh-oh, and they're looking for the dive on the Sacred Strike. The devastating charge runs out. Sacred Strike pops the Sanguine Pool. Are they going to be able to go for the dive on this one? They've got Soul it as best they can, and yes, they will. An easy pickup for the Trinity Force Hecarim.
Whew, yet another kill, and this game is still 0-0.
Oh, he found it! This is Lear. Gets the Death Sends onto Tien Sama. He flashes
no.
away. See, this is Lear. Survives with the help of the Summoner heal from Murica.
Flash and heal to get away from that did not turn out to be a dive that they wanted, but they're able to get 2 towers. So this goes from a 0-0 tower game to 0-2.
Yeah, and it's nearing a 7,000 gold lead in favor of MSU.
Yeah, 2 towers, 2 dragons, 12 kills, and a hefty chunk of gold. That is a ginormous lead for MSU right here. We'll have to see if Unlucky Retribution is able to turn things around and get this game under control. But at the moment, MSU's just going wild. So if they do win, that means the series will be 1-0. For anybody who's just tuning in, Unlucky Retribution took game 1.
This is not a good situation if they get this Infernal Drake for Unlucky Retribution. And it looks like it's uncontested, so this is a bad situation.
Make that 3 dragons in the lead, and one of them's an Infernal.
And again, remember they changed dragons a little bit ago so that the first dragon of each type is super powerful. So the fact that they have 3 different dragons means that there's extra value.
Extra value.
This might not be value where you want it, but in the case of Ocean Drake.
It is additional value, yes. Okay, so can Unlucky Retribution come back from this in your opinion? I'm thinking maybe not. It seems tough.
I choose not to doubt the power of Vladimir, but I don't see it happening. No.
Yeah.
Oh wow, World Ender gonna be popped by Jeem, and he's just gonna go aggressive on the Solzon, who pops the Slicing Maelstrom to run away.
I think Aatrox is a good champion, right? But I don't know if he's as good as single-handedly winning your team a team fight as an Irelia. Can help do it, you know? But maybe just not as good at it as Irelia. As far as Jean playing a carry champion and trying to assist his team, you know? But we'll see.
Oh, Sacred Strike might be dove. No, they're just gonna try and focus down the tower before there's the Hemo Blade being thrown down. The teleport is canceled as the tower fell down, and Cheddar still comes, but it doesn't matter, as Sacred Strike is surrounded by 4 members of MSU.
Wow, they get the turret, they get the kill, and they just keep growing this lead.
Not only that, but they got the teleport and the Ash ultimate.
Yeah, no, they burned a lot to try to keep Sacred Strike alive there, and they lose so much for it. DCDK almost gets caught as he comes towards that tower.
Oh, Gabby might be in trouble here. Yosan gonna go for the onslaught of shadows. He knocks him back into the team. Gabby flashes away from the net sense, but the slicing or the Ken passive will stun him up. And that means with the jungler dead, with the Vladimir just respawning, they're gonna turn to the Baron.
They're probably going to get it. I don't really see how they're going to contest it.
Or Real Kitty finds DCDK on the face check. DCDK gets caught by the ultimate, flashes over the wall, and he'll follow with his own flash. Oh, Real Kitty on a killing spree, and now MSU going for the Baron for sure.
Jeem hanging out behind our Baron, but can he do anything about this without
This is Lear trying to keep him out of there. He's gonna get into the pit, and Death Sends over the wall. They're gonna throw on the Slicing Maelstrom, CC him as best they can, and they secure the Baron and another kill. Tien Sama, what are you doing?
Well, that's the game. I don't have much else to say. It seems that MSU has been able to successfully snowball their lead to an insane amount. They have now grown this lead to about 11,000 at 20 minutes. They're up 2 towers, 3 dragons, a ridiculous number of kills and gold. I don't see Unlucky Retribution coming back from this one. Time to start reevaluating. It's like, what did we do right in game 1 to win it? What did we do wrong in game 2 to throw? They were doing okay at the very beginning. But then it quickly got out of hand and just kept snowballing. And they need to reflect a little bit on last game, this game. What went wrong this time? What can they do to replicate game 1?
I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with who is collapsing where. You know, Jean tried to come and help Gabby fight for that scuttle crab.
And
then they get caught because Murica and This Is Lear come back first. Tien Sama and DCDK just not ready to go for that roam and help out the team. It's a 3v2 with a level 6 Hecarim against a level 5 Sejuani. That was never gonna go well. Now Jean gonna be looking at Real Kitty. They're gonna find on the Gabby. They pull him back in with the Infernal Chains, and the Tentacles goes wide. They are gonna finally shut down the Real Kitty. Oh, yes, they will. The shutdown goes over. The Slicing Maelstrom comes in. Soulzon goes golden. They're gonna pull in one. Oh, it's on the shadows into the back line. Yosun trying to get peeled off. Murica goes in, throws in the culling. Yosun finally gonna get shut down. Now they've got Sacred Strike on the run. The flash away from This Is Lear, and now they're gonna chase on Murica. Sacred Strike flashes over the wall looking for the Tides of Blood, not gonna find a target! And that's gonna be 3 kills going back in favor of Unlucky Retribution. The game's not over yet. Murica now has to flash away himself.
I mean, the game's still probably going to be MSU's, but right when I gave up on Unlucky Retribution, they win a fight. They're gonna be able to get a tower, maybe 2.
Did they win a fight? It feels like MSU lost a fight. But all right, they're not done though. They're gonna push for this tower, and actually, this is 3 towers to 3.
In terms of towers, which is, you know, like, I guess the most.
Oh, hold on. Teleport coming in from Soulzon. No, it's a Real Kitty's teleport. He does have his own. It's both of their teleports. They throw in the Aurelia ultimate. They're gonna get another kill. They kill DK. A Real Kitty, focus down. Now Sacred Strike gonna go for it, run for his life. He's gonna get taken. Now the Slicing Master comes out cooldown, and Soulzon gets 3. And that is gonna be it.
All right. Well, MSU's probably gonna win. But Unlucky Retribution put up quite the fight, but MSU came back swinging hard. They immediately send 2 teleports in off the flank. They have the engage happen. They lose 2 members for how just kind of like shoddy and scrappy the engage is. But as a result of the shoddy and scrappy engage, they do end up killing many members of UR.
That was all 5.
And they're going to be able to kill, yeah, well, I guess, yes, you're
and
right.
they're not going to be able to end
all
the game
of the members,
here.
and they're going to be able to use that to get an inhibitor, taking the tower lead from 0 to 2.
Yeah. Just under 10,000 gold is their lead right now.
Pretty big lead. Gonna steal away a few of the camps here. Maybe clear out this bot wave. Looks like they're gonna be picking up this dragon that just spawned as well. Their 4th dragon of the game. The snowball continues, but it has not hit their nexus yet.
Yeah. Yosung is level 15, the highest in the game. Jean's level 14. Gabby's level 12. Yeah, I mean, just sheer experience alone means that there's a massive advantage in favor of MSU. That's not to mention the 10,000 gold lead.
Yeah. What is it that like a level up on someone's like 200-300 gold
It's like
worth of stats?
300 to 400 gold
300 to
worth of
400?
stats. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. So just having a number of people on your team with a few levels up is, you know, another few thousand gold up on the enemy team.
All right. So we're kind of talking about this game as though it's a done deal. It's not yet, but
we shall see. I will be very impressed and surprised.
I also would be very impressed if Unlucky Retribution wins this game. But I don't predict it to happen, but that's not to say that I'm like wiping it from my mind. Unlucky Retribution, they're trying to scrap it out.
Gonna be camping a bush here? Maybe not. This is Lear leaves, heading towards this top side tower.
Right, Sacred Strike and Jean both have their teleports if they wanted to go for something like what happened to them with the double TP flank. I don't know if that'll work, but, you know, it's an option for them. Okay, things just quieting down.
I know, everything's
MSU
pretty quiet. I'm just kind of staring at the mini-map, trying to see if anybody's going for anything cheeky.
No, there's no good wards to teleport to behind them. There's the one near the pit, but it's like, that's a long way around.
Yeah, well, there are no teleports up for MSU right now, but there could be maybe some sort of use of it. He's gonna be going towards this blue buff. I don't think that's a very sneaky bait. I feel like they just saw you walk into that jungle.
Oh, DK! Gonna be caught. The Glacial Prison goes out. They flash away. Yosung is gonna go in. He's gonna All-Star Shadows out. And Cheddar Crusader! He's got no ultimate! Now they're gonna focus down Yosung. They stun him up. Soldon goes in with a Slicing Maelstrom, trying to do what damage he can. Gabby goes down! Jeem teleports in. They shut down one. And that means Jeem is ready to go wild. But they lost Sacred Strike in the backside. A real kitty just ripping through the back line. DK goes down. Tien goes down. Now they're gonna focus down Jeem, the last remaining member of Unlucky Retribution. And it will be the triple for the Aurelia. That should be the game.
Yeah, that was looking very good for Unlucky Retribution for a moment, and then Aurelia showed up, which sounds really similar to last game. Things would be looking really good for MSU, and then Aurelia would show up. And Aurelia seems to have been the deciding factor, the X factor maybe, in some of these team fights from game 1 and 2. And that's going to be it. The series is now 1-1.
All right, so we have one more game. The winner of the next game is going to the winner's bracket match up against EXT, whereas the loser matches up against our loser from earlier today, the Saucy Summoners. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with you in just a little bit.
That's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Test the waters, oh, it's high. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. Take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find.
Internet, hello and welcome back to the Get Wrecked Summer Splash Uncapped Week 2.
Yes, welcome to the Summer Splash.
All right, we are
Mucho
in
aloha.
Champion Select for the final game of the series, which is between MSU Bears Maroon and Unlucky Retribution. Unlucky Retribution with a win in game number 1, lost it in game number 2. So we are on to our third and final game. MSU Bears Maroon chose to swap over to the blue side for this final game.
Yes, they did. We did see them.
All right,
same
no
fights.
Aurelia.
No, Aurelia. I think they must have agreed. Aurelia's been the X factor of these games, and if you can't get it,
I think
you should ban it.
Yeah. So, I think Unlucky Retribution.
We have a little bit of a bug. It
Screen
seems.
bugged.
So we're gonna do the same pick ban, I believe. Going back to it. Do we need
All right.
to?
They need to. Yeah. So, totally. Whatever. In the future, please. Message us when you're about
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, you need to make sure you message the enemy team's captain, like that you're.
Oh
about
no,
to...
they have to message us.
Oh, is it that in the rules
Yeah.
for this one? Gotcha. You need to make sure you message us. That's GRLCS rule. You need to make sure you message us before you close out.
Yeah, just so that we know what's going on. It apparently Solzon was having some client bugs, which is fair,
Yeah.
Riot has conceded that their client is terrible. They said that. They said that on record in a video.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In the same one where they're talking about teamfight tactics and the
so
new
recent,
death recap.
like very
Yeah.
recent. Wow.
It's the one on the front page of the client.
Gotcha.
Where they talk about death recap and teamfight tactics. They're like, yeah, and our client's terrible. Here's a preview of what the new one will redo.
So this there's a new client coming.
Yes, there is a new client.
New client, because the one that we're currently on, I remember it was PBE for a while, but and then the PBE, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess there was like a beta version you could use, and then they eventually retired the old one. There are some things I like about the new one, but it does have a lot of flaws, and coding-wise, it also seems like it would mess.
So, same bans up to this point. Now, Aurelia and Yasuo is going to be the ban in the first rotation this time by MSU. Unlucky Retribution continuing to ban out those first two bans thrown directly at Yosang. Yosang has been quite a force to be reckoned with for MSU in both of these two games.
No, he really has. They've banned Lee Sin and Jarvan both times. The first game he went for the Olaf, right?
Yes.
Yeah, game 2 decided to go for the Hecarim. The Hecarim proved to work out a bit better. We're gonna see. There might be another.
Mid is still bugged. Okay.
All right,
If
so-
it's still bugged, go ahead and exit the client.
Yeah. Thank you
never
for.
mind. Go ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
wanna message him so that he know
Yeah,
because
so that he
we're on a
sees that
delay.
because there's a little bit of a stream delay. Okay. So
Perhaps
still
I
having-
think we're just gonna go ahead and probably make a new champion or make a new lobby.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll just throw up the VR back screen while we get that sorted out. Then.
Oh, will we?
Oh yeah, might as well, right? We'll just be right back while we help them sort out their this lobby and this bug issue, and then.
Oh, he's resetting his computer.
Yeah. No, that's what I was
Okay,
saying.
so then
Be
yeah,
right
let's
back.
just throw up the BRB screen.
we
We'll
go.
be back in just a little bit.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you in a minute.
Electric feeling in your hands, hypnotic, what your body says. Happiness, this is where we stand.
All right, we're back.
All right, we're back. Yes. Finally got the lobby working. Solzon, every time he loaded into Champion Select, he was getting a black screen. Seems to finally be working, though, after a little computer restart. So here we are. So here we are in Champion Select, finally. We're going to be seeing the bands come out rather quickly, because these are just the same picks bands that we saw come out earlier. Thresh coming out for Real Kitty. Here we go. Getting Champion Select underway for real this time.
Yeah. All right, so we got the first pick, Thresh. Aurelia's not going to be an option for anybody this game.
Nope. I mean, there were a lot of factors to every... There are a lot of factors to every game, of course, but I think Aurelia was the X factor in those two. Her getting onto the squishier members in those fights seemed like it was making a huge difference. So Aurelia's going to be banned this time. Aatrox getting locked in for Sacred Strike once again.
So if they don't lock in Hecarim here, which they didn't, I'm thinking that that's probably going to be the pickup for MSU. I think they want Yoseng on a very strong, aggressive jungler. Something that he can really carry team fights, can really carry the early game. We're gonna see this Kennen for the third time this series.
Think you're gonna pick
for
Hecarim
Solzon.
Thresh, Kennen, Hecarim were three of their champions from last game. I really liked their comp going into that game compared to the comp from Unlucky Retribution, and they really made it work. Really did quite a bit in each of those fights.
Yeah, okay, there's that.
They've already got the majority of the same comp from game 2, which they won pretty decisively. We'll have to see if they ban out, let's see, Lucian,
All right.
or what was the other champion?
Irelia's already been banned.
You're right, Aurelia's already been banned. So that one won't be back. If Unlucky Retribution is able to win, that means I'm right, it was the X Factor. No, I'm just kidding. There's obviously a lot of factors in every game.
I think Unlucky Retribution, with the Caitlyn Karma locked in, they should be probably target banning away the high priority ADs like Xayah. I would imagine is going to be banned away.
You don't have
It's going to be Lucian. So yeah, they do. I guess they do think the Lucian was, impactful enough in that last game that it should be banned away.
Will they ban away, Xayah and those other champions?
All right, so now they're going to put Gavi off of champions that he liked to play. So the Sejuani ban coming out, would imagine probably the Karthus ban should also come out.
Yeah, they did ban Karthus in game 2 as well as Sivir, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Sivir was banned away by Unlucky Retribution, however. So
They really didn't want them to first pick it. I think they're putting a lot of just priority on that. They know that it's important. They think the enemy team's going to try to first pick it.
So now Unlucky Retribution with their final ban.
For you are
Xayah?
longest zero of
It
my
is
life.
Xayah. Yeah, it is Xayah.
Sharpening my
Yeah, it is going to be Xayah. They banned away the Lucian. They didn't like him on Lucian. Xayah, they still think is the second best AD carry after Sivir. They get Caitlyn for Tien Sama this time, which I think is a very Tien Sama staple of a pick. We saw Caitlyn banned last game, if I'm not mistaken.
And there's the Karthus ban we were just talking about.
We saw Caitlyn banned last game, if I'm not mistaken, and he was playing Ashe, which was doing all right, but didn't seem like it was super impactful at the same time. Like, seemed just solid. So this game, they do get Caitlyn. They ban away a few AD carries they don't want to be playing against. So maybe we'll have a better situation in the bot lane here for Tien and DCDK. They're going to be locking in Gragas, most likely as the jungler.
Yeah,
and
for
Ashe might be the champion to be going over to MSU this time.
Yeah.
Which honestly, it seems frightening, given that a core part of what helped them win fights last game was the Kennen, Hecarim, Aurelia's team fighting, as well as Thresh letting a lot of hooks. And now they're going to be adding some Ashe arrows into the mix.
Yeah. So no Irelia available, so they'll have to pick something else. It might be this Camille. It will be a, kind of blind pick Camille, because that Aatrox could go over to Jean. We saw him play in game number 2. And he'll take it.
Locking in Camille, so we have the full comp for MSU.
This could, of course, also be Karma top lane.
Oh, yes, it could be
because
Karma top.
the Yumi's open.
Yeah, Yuumi is open. I think Yuumi was open last game. Nobody picked.
Yeah,
up
nobody
any
picked up
either.
the Yuumi.
Neither of these teams.
Although
play
I think
Yuumi?
it's more likely that the Karma goes to DK and they pick up a top laner here.
Or a mid laner. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, or a mid laner if
how
Aatrox
familiar.
goes to the Sacred Strike.
Poppy. So
yeah.
Poppy to Sacred Strike, Aatrox to Jeem, Gragas in the jungle. Pretty heavy on the physical damage. Though,
Well, Gragas will do magic damage.
well, I know. But I was saying
He'll probably build AP, actually.
Yeah, Gragas and Karma will do a bit of magic damage.
Well,
I think,
Karma's probably less so because she's support. It's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be the Gragas who
But
builds
so-
mostly AP,
yeah,
I think.
I was gonna say though that like
would be better.
There's not like a ton of there's no like true tank on the enemy team though. You know what I mean? So like even if you're like a little heavy on the physical damage, it's probably not gonna be that impactful of a difference considering there's not like a true tank.
Well,
on the
it
enemy
actually
team,
makes
right?
quite a bit of a difference. You know, because even if you don't have a true tank, everyone can pick up Tabis.
of
Everyone can
course.
pick up, you know, like GAs are good on 3 of their 5 champions.
I'm just saying, like, you look at that, right? There's like no DPS that's magic, really.
Yeah.
Right? So like, if you're a squishy target with
So
Ninja
I do-
Tabi, you can still get popped by a Gragas. But if you're like a full tank with like a lot of physical damage, these magic damage dealers will deal a little bit of damage to you, but not enough to ever whittle you down.
Yeah. So I do think that I don't think that it's a problem for Unlucky Retribution just by virtue of having the Gragas that you're overwhelmingly pushed towards physical damage. Because I think Gragas does a fair amount.
I agree. It's usually just not like an overtime thing, right? Like
Yeah,
if you're
it's
trying to
not
whittle
sustained
down,
is the word.
If you're trying to like whittle down Hecarim with magic damage, that's gonna take you a long time.
Yeah. You need like a Cassiopeia or something like that for that. But I don't know. This is, you know, this game could go either way. Although I do think MSU, once again, have a very scary team comp to be playing against.
You know, they keep letting them have, especially this last game of this game. Game 1, they went Olaf, but I believe Hecarim was open game 1?
No, it was banned.
It was banned? Okay. But so they've got the Kinnan
I
Hecarim
think.
once again. I kind of think it was open.
No. MSU banned it. No. I'm thinking of the wrong series.
Yeah.
When
I
was
think
Hecarim?
Hecarim was open game 1, but they picked Olaf.
Let's see. They banned Lee Sin,
pretty
they
sure
banned
only-
Jarvan all 3 games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jarvan and Lee Sin were off the table, and his thing was Olaf. I'm like, wow, his third go-to champion is Olaf, was what was going through my mind at the time. But that didn't work, and they've gone for Hecarim game 2 and now 3.
Yeah, I think the Hecarim was, you know, I think he was very effective on the Olaf, but I think the Hecarim is really the way to go for Yoseng and for MSU with so much of their power allocated into their jungler. Hecarim is a champion that has a little bit more potential to just go hard because your team is able to help you in that case. Whereas with Olaf, you pop the Ragnarok, you run in, maybe your team can't really help you there because you're not actually CCing anybody.
Yeah. You got to slow. That's CC.
Yeah.
It's just not a lot. Just not a lot of CC. Oh, all right, so 50 seconds until we're going to load into this game, final game of the series, and final game of Uncapped Round 1.
Yes, and immediately after this, don't go too far because at the very least you get to watch us flip some coins.
Yeah, we're going to do the side selection randomization real quick.
Yeah, for weeks 3 and 4,
for
which
weeks 3
are
and
the
4.
losers bracket and the winners bracket first round, respectively.
Yeah, and then we'll start to see some teams begin to be eliminated. Starting, is next week losers bracket? I
Next
believe
week
it
is a losers bracket game, so the 2 losers there are out.
Yep.
They're donezo.
Yeah, the 2 matches for Uncapped that week and for Platinum Capped. Same format for both of them.
Wouldn't you want to do that after Plat tomorrow? We're going to do them for Uncapped today, and we're going to do them for Plat Capped after this stream tomorrow. Since this is, you know, the end of Uncapped week 2. We're done with the spectate delay.
Woohoo!
So we're going to hop into our loading screen.
All right. Last game of round 1. The final match to determine who all are in the winners bracket, who all are in the losers bracket.
Yeah.
I think Sacred Strike is a really good Poppy player. I think that Poppy has a pretty good matchup into Camille. So I think that he might have a solid time going into this lane. Hecarim's dash, I believe, is blocked by Poppy's thing.
So it's an auto attack. And so I think that he won't charge in, but
he'll
he'll
get
still
pushed.
knock, or
Yeah.
he'll still push the Poppy and
Yeah,
still
yeah,
do
yeah.
the damage.
Yes. Because can't he use his E in just the right way to like get over a short wall, right? Like if the enemy's like standing right next to a short wall and he hits them at a high speed, he'll go over the wall, I believe.
Oh, actually, I think you're right.
I think that was like a change they made to him a long time ago, like a year ago or so. It's very unlikely to ever happen, but I think that kind of feature of it, the fact it's kind of a dash when you hit somebody, is why Poppy can stop him from following after hitting with the push.
Okay, so MSU heading up for a 5-man invade into the top side.
Yeah, 5-man invade into the top side this time, and we see Unlucky Retribution 5 stacked as well. Whoa, they're going the long way around here. Are they going to run into the... Both of them are invading. Both teams are invading.
Get him!
Get him.
All right, they should run. I think with the path that they're taking, they should run into each other like right about here, because like Unlucky Retribution will go out this side. Oh, he threw a hook into the brush, fishing for somebody.
What is happening?
Oh dear.
Two members. The bot lane is backed. This is only 3 members.
Oh
the bot lane
no! Oh no! Watch a real kitty. He's about to come down here. No, he's going back up to the top lane.
Oh, they saw him. Maybe they pinged.
Oh no! Sacred Strike forgot to buy items, by the way.
Sacred Strike forgot to buy items. Oh lord. Oops. What a hectic start in general.
Yeah. In game 3, this is getting some nerves.
Yeah. Game 3 getting a little nervous. Sacred Strike forgetting items as he goes to top lane. That's pretty unfortunate. Having a corrupting potion is a lot of help in the early game.
All right, so I don't know if MSU realized that their rep blue buff has been taken. So
Poppy might have given it away coming from that name.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that might be the case. And Sacred Strike without items is gonna be hard pressed to trade well against the Camille.
All right, let's see what Hecarim does here.
Yeah, if he goes towards the enemy blue buff, that'll be kind of nice for him. But
it looks like it looks like Poppy gave it away. Coming back.
Hook shot level 2 hit by a real kitty, so he gets a good trade onto Sacred Strike with that second precision protocol.
All right, so they do realize that they stole away the buff. Gragas is going to be taking away his own red, so they're going to be trading even on the buffs. Hecarim looks like he's going to be
doubling the Gromp and the blue.
Dragging that blue over towards the Gromp, trying to pick up both simultaneously.
Which I think this is a mistake by Gabby. I think when you want to steal away the enemy buff, you also need to take one of the camps from that side, or else because you just fall too far behind if you don't. Because look at Yoseng, he's stealing away both the Gromp and the wolves and the blue buff from that side of the jungle.
Actually, it looks like he never got the Gromp. Now he's going.
Now he's going for the Gromp. But yes, point stands. He's going for both of them.
Yeah.
Both of those side camps.
We thought it kind of looked like he was doubling it up, but it looks like maybe he decided not to. But he's getting.
Or maybe he messed it up.
Maybe he messed it up. Also,
I doubt it. It's not super hard, and Yoseng is a good jungler from what we've seen.
Yeah, Sacred Strike's a good top laner, and he forgot items. Everyone can make mistakes.
It happens to the best of us. A real kitty going aggressive on the Sacred Strike, just continuing to bully him out. Now this is Lear gonna land a good death sentence onto DCDK. The play back onto Tien Sama. They ignite him up. There's the Guardian Shield coming out. Now here we go. Gabby has found Yoseng in his own jungle, but Yoseng I think is actually pretty okay with that. Ignite goes down. First blood picked up by Yoseng. Flash death sense connects onto Tien Sama. He cleansed too early. Flash forward, but Murka didn't finish the job. He pops the summoner heal and walks out from under tower. DCDK still wants it. Throws another past his shield from This Is Lear.
Woo! America and Tien Sama both getting so close to going down. Sacred Strike after getting pushed out of lane, going to immediately teleport back with a corrupting potion this time, and with a. I feel like if you forget to buy it on your first back, at that point you might be like, maybe I should just like buy a real item. Maybe I was saving the gold.
Ooh, good block from the steadfast presence onto the hook shot.
I didn't buy anything early so I could afford my BF sword.
Oh, here we go. Yoseng coming in. Sacred Strike doesn't have the steadfast presence. Real Kitty doesn't have the hook shot, however, so we cannot chain a stun into that devastating charge.
All right, so putting a little bit of damage onto Poppy, trying to set Poppy back after falling behind a bit early game thanks to the lack of items. Tien Sama did not back after going super low earlier. Neither did America, although America's looking a lot healthier than Tien Sama right now.
All 4 summoners were burnt, or all 4 summoners on both sides were burned.
Yeah, nobody has a summoner in the bot lane right now. Looks like Tien Sama's finally going to take a back.
Solzon getting aggressed on by Jeem. Really good damage trade. Jeem, putting in work. Here comes Gabby into the mid lane. He's looking for the body slam. Oh, he messed up the body slam flash.
Man, this is like the uncapped players aren't perfect game, isn't it? Oh man.
Oh, that was
so many little mistakes here and there coming out from.
That was
both of them.
honestly just kind of terrible from Gabby.
That one was not. That was not great. Messing up the body that costs him a flash, and they don't get a kill for it.
All right, hookshot comes out, but Real Kitty's
Nice
gonna get
sub.
stunned into the wall by a Sacred Strike.
Despite all that, though, completely gets out traded nonetheless.
Oh, walks onto a trap. Death Sense doesn't connect onto DK. The Guardian Shield comes out from This Is Clear. He's rooted in place, and he's gonna go down. Tien Sama picks up a kill.
Oh, and here
Now
comes Jeem with the
coming in
ultimate.
with the World Ender, going into Marika. He's got no sums, and Jeem gets a kill. Now, a Real Kitty going on a Sacred Strike. Here comes Gabby with the Predator boots. He's looking for the body slam. Gonna get flashed away from by a Real Kitty. He had to walk through that minion wave.
All right, so burns a Real Kitty's flash there. Gragas level 4, Yosang level 6, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's not great. Does not bode well. 45 to 19 CS. What is happening? Yosang has just gotten free reign. That's a good knockup from Jeem after the Infernal Chain. Solzon does he'll have the Slicing Maelstrom if he needs it. Gotta be very careful up against Jeem right now.
Yeah. I like wondering, is Jeem a top laner? Is Jeem like an 80 carry? Like, what's Jeem's main role? He's played all these bruisers here in the mid lane. I'm wondering if he plays a mage. But we're going to see a small gold lead being generated in this game for MSU, and probably.
I mean, that's probably all
I was gonna
on
say,
Yosang.
and that's probably all on Yosang, being how far ahead he is from this Gragas. He's
Up until just now, he had more than double Gabby CS.
yeah, and he's still a level up on Gabby.
And I'm not talking like 3 versus 1. I'm talking like 5 versus 50 versus 20. Pick up a full warrior enchant. There you go.
Yeah, Yosang looking strong once again. Gabby is this the 3rd game in a row? Gabby's struggling against Yosang. I don't know if it's that Yosang's been pathing better or getting better support. Or
I mean,
what,
like I said,
but,
I think that when Gabby goes for the enemy buff at level 1, he needs to take away some of those other camps.
Yeah, I'm just talking about how this has happened in all
Like,
games.
yeah. Like, that's one of those things that you kind of just have to do, otherwise you're gonna fall behind naturally. Yosang steals away his entire bottom side jungle, whereas Gabby spends so much time in transit to steal away the buff and not even really get a lead off of it. Right. Solzon getting aggressed on by Jean. Jean just using the Aatrox to assert some pressure in this mid lane. And like, even as a melee champion, Aatrox is going to probably outpush
Lands
the
the
cannon.
stun there.
Yeah, Sacred Strike actually gets
Yeah.
tower aggro from the
Whoa.
Sunfire Cape. A Real Kitty does have the Hextech ultimatum if he wants to go for it. He gets stunned into the wall. Here comes Gabby. He comes in with the body slam, goes to the Hextech ultimatum, but it's not gonna matter. Gabby picks up a kill.
Trade was not looking favorable for Sacred Strike there, but Gabby comes flying in with the Predator. Belly bumps a Real Kitty who burned the flash from the gank earlier, and the ultimate's not going to be enough. Grass proc, the shield from the passive, and Poppy's going to be plenty safe after that ult goes down.
Yeah, they're gonna take, looks like a couple of turret plates for this one.
Yeah, Real Kitty
Mountain
does not
Drake
have
picked
teleport.
up by Yosang though.
Yeah, that Mountain Drake is going to be relevant as they move towards, future Dragons, Barons, Towers. Yosang's here in the mid lane, trying to trying to bait Jeem into going aggressive on Solzon, but he seems to be wary of the Hecarim. Hecarim's gonna be moving up. They're gonna be moving towards Gragas. Gragas jukes away Yeah,
looks like he got
Dracaska's
out
gonna
there.
juke away.
Tree was trying to steal away the blue buff. Hold on a second, because here we go. They're getting in onto Jeem. Jeem isn't able to finish off Soulzon for the revive. Sacred Strike flashes to pick him up. There's the Keeper's Verdict being channeled. He knocks out a real kitty.
And now they're
Yosang now going in, gets the body slam. He's looking for the Conqueror proxy, trying to finish out Sacred Strike, but he cannot. He does get him before he finally falls to Gabby.
Really clutch moment there. Yosang got to the Poppy shield.
That's ends,
before
connects
Poppy-
onto DK. They play back both of them. Here's the box. Ignite thrown down onto DCDK. The arrow comes down to the TN Summon doing his best to do damage, but this is Lear gets headshot. Now Murica's in trouble. He pops the Summoner heal, running away, flashes away after throwing out the volley. Ace in the hole, will not finish this.
That almost finished the job. That was less than 50. That was low. That was a sliver. My goodness, almost getting a double kill there on the side of Unlucky Retribution's bot lane. Things looking better for them once again. Things were looking tough there for a while when we were looking at just like kind of the CS and level difference between Yosang and Gabby, but Gabby has assisted on a few plays here up towards the top side of the map, and Unlucky Retribution's finally bot lane seems to be winning.
And here's the
hasn't
thing.
he been?
Here's the thing about Karma. Karma has like nigh on 0 CC compared to other supports.
Yeah.
So all of her power budget is in Q damage and E shields.
Yep.
So when you hard commit onto the Karma, you better be sure you can kill, because she's gonna shield, it's a lot of damage that you're shielding, a lot of damage you're dealing with those Qs, and as a result, this is Lear just gets taken down. TN Summon DCPK with the superior 2v2 once again.
Yeah, and as a result, Caitlyn's going to be looking pretty. She's got almost her Infinity Edge now, and she's got her finished Berserker's Greetings. So this is definitely a comfort pick for Tien Sama as well, and I think we're going to see him perform a lot better on this than he did the Ashe last game.
All right, Yosang clearing out a control word as he moves towards that Scuttle Crab on the bottom side. My goodness. Look at... This is just insane from Yosang. Now DK throwing out the Mantra Q onto Murica. He's just doing a little bit of damage.
Yosang's at 92 CS. That's almost the most on his team. Soulzon.
Almost the most in the whole game.
Almost the most in the whole game, yes.
All right, here we go. This is Lear throws out the Dark Passage. Flash Flay doesn't connect from the Tien Sama, but DK might be the focus. Yes, they will. Yosang trying to get out from under tower. He'll dodge away from the scuttle or the traps. Here we go. Body Slam Flash comes in from Gabby. No! There we go. The Q plus the explosive cast come in, but double teleports coming in. Gabby pops the stopwatch, looking for the hook shot. Slicing Maelstrom into the death sentence. Gabby is going to go down. Yes, he will, but not before they lose Soulzon. Now Jeem is gonna run straight at them, doesn't have the World Ender active anymore.
No ultimate for Tien Sama here. They land the last little bit of damage there, and wow, so they lose one member and get two.
They lose two. They lost DK as well.
Okay, gotcha. So they lose two, they get two. And that's like the second time we've seen them like miss like a whole bunch of stuff on the gank and then still kill DCDK anyway. He's such a squishy guy. Even if he's juking a lot of the CC, they can still just focus him down with a bit of autos and abilities that you can't dodge.
Yeah, this is Lear. He goes for the flash play. He missed the flay. Which is unfortunate, but the Dark Passage was able to bring him in to get.
Then they get spotted and it aggroes the minions, canceling the backs.
Ooh, nicely done. But at the end of the day, Gabby just flies in. He's going for the AP build, like I said. His Q and his R after so many tower shots and so much.
The auto. Did you just? Yeah, there it goes. Oh, that was funny.
So much stray damage from Tien Sama and the tower. QR kills both of the members of
Yeah,
MSU.
I believe it was both Hecarim and
Thresh. I think it was Thresh. Oh, here we go.
Thresh got
Soulzon looking for it, but Gabby goes in with a body slam, and you're gonna get Dark Passage down. Here we go. Oh, Thunder Shadow! Explosive cast splits the team, but Gabby's down. They shut him down. Jeem now trying to get in there, but he doesn't have the World Ender. But it's a double kill as he melts the health bars of Soulzon and Yosang. Now, their Murica is got nowhere to go. A triple kill goes over to Jeem, and now Sacred Strike's not done yet. He wants to get onto This Is Lear, but the tower is too threatening.
yeah. Aatrox came down with that third proc of Q at the same time that the Piltover Peacemaker came across them, and that just looked like so much burst damage as they get exploded. The double kill goes over to Jeem, who's now 4-1-2. Gragas, a huge amount of CS down, but has been making his presence known across the map nonetheless. Now 4-3-4, despite being so far behind in CS.
Yeah, I think Yoseng with the
Shaker
lead.
Strike's looking to get this tower.
He's gonna get it.
He's gonna get it. He gets it. First turret destroyed. All of the gold over to Sacred Strike, who's now 1-1-3 with a giant CS lead over a real kitty. Wow, things looking good. Bot lane of Unlucky Retribution winning by a large margin. Jeem, he's down in CS, but he's roamed so much and so effectively that he's winning by a large margin. And Psyker Strike also winning by a large margin over Real Kitty. So we've got I know jungle's
Real
on the
Kitty
lane.
goes in the hook shot onto Jean, dodged away from the Infernal Chains, but Jean just does so much damage. He's got the World Ender. Nice dodge with the Hextech Ultimatum, but he's gonna run because here comes Gabby. Good play back. Gabby's gonna get knocked into the wall, but actually makes it over the side with a body slam. Now Jean's in trouble. Gets a good knockup, but Real Kitty cannot rejoin the fight. Jean doesn't have the World Ender. He's looking for the knockup. Here's the explosive cast and slicing Maelstrom. He gets it onto Gabby. Now they're gonna Death Sense. They focus Jean down and shutdown goes over to a Real Kitty. Ace in the hole. Nice thought watch from Souls on Real block it. Woo. So they lost Jeem and Gabby.
Yeah, Jeem
to
and
the
Gabby
MSU
go
Bears.
down for nothing here towards the top lane. They get really aggressive onto a Real Kitty, aren't able to kill him fast enough, and Hecarim and some other members roam up. Their team, I think that's the same thing that we saw happen last game and what led them to losing, is the enemy team just roamed so much faster and so much more efficiently to these fights as they broke out compared to Unlucky Retribution.
Sacred Strike gonna pick up another tower in the mid lane, but they're trading it for the one in the bottom lane that Murica is picking up now.
So they pick up a second tower and they lose their first. 2 towers to 1, Infernal Drake to Mountain Drake, and there is about a 2k gold lead in favor of Unlucky Retribution right now. They just really need to,
They got
another
another
tower.
one here.
That's really good for them. The gold lead grows ever larger, 2.5k gold lead now, 3 towers to 1. But they just need to roam better.
DK looking for a root onto Solzon. He's got no tower to run back to. DK gonna root him in place, throws on the Monster Q. Here's the Infernal Chains. Good knockup, and Solzon is almost certainly gonna.
No, he doesn't have the dash.
Oh, the
No, he doesn't have the
flash Q from
range.
GK doesn't pick up the kill.
Jeem doesn't quite chain the Qs together perfectly there. Doesn't get the knockup on the second one, and as a result, DCDK is just the support. Doesn't do a ton of damage. And without Jeem landing the Q just exactly right, Solzon's gonna get away.
Right, so
Only
the
get
Rift
the tail.
Herald started up by Unlucky Retribution. The Sacred Strike is continuing to
Poppy's
aggress
getting
here.
the
There we
best
go.
off.
There's. Oh,
it does block it.
Yeah,
It does, okay.
it does block it, but he knocked him away. You saw.
Yeah.
All right, and there's the Rift Herald going over to Unlucky Retribution. The jungler of MSU showing his face on the bottom side means it's like more free than it already was.
All right, Solzon down here with Sacred Strike.
Yordle.
Not doing anything, not doing anything cheeky with any AD. Just full standard AP cannon. A little bit behind right now in terms of kills, but he does have a fair amount of CS. Not doing much damage to Sacred Strike though, who doesn't even have any MR.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's
Here
coming.
comes.
Here we go.
Hecarim.
Yoseng again gonna get knocked away by the devastating by the steadfast presence. Now Sacred Strike. Oh, Keeper's Verdict just in time to avoid getting feared off. Knocks away Yoseng. Nicely done by Sacred Strike to make it out of there. Now Unlucky Retribution, they know that there's no Hecarim ultimate for the next few seconds or so. Now Sacred Strike.
Hecarim's coming back for a Sacred Strike again.
He really wants this kill to happen. The Slicing Maelstrom gonna be thrown down. Steadfast Presence. The Devastating Charge runs out anyway, and Sacred Strike should. He flashed away.
He's gonna die eventually.
Yeah, but how long will he stall for? Yoseng gonna finally barrel into him and get him, right? Please. Okay, but they lost a lot for that. The Rift Herald into the top lane. Jean eats the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. They take the tower, and they aren't able to finish him off. So, Unlucky Retribution, so much invested. Oh, there we go. Real Kitty comes in with the hookshot flash. Gabby's gonna be taken down by the devastating charge. Tien Sama caught by the Hextech Ultimatum. Unlucky Retribution, they get a lot in the top lane, but they lose every single member of their team.
All right, they're aced. Baron doesn't spawn for a minute, though. Thank goodness for them, or else that could be a real danger. Looks like we see some pings going down onto the dragon. They might be going to get that. They'll get an ace, get this dragon, and that's going to be closing the gap quite a bit in favor of MSU, and they're also going to get an Infernal Dragon, and they might also get a tower here at the top. Probably not. Okay.
Very important that they pick up this Infernal Dragon, not only for themselves, but to make sure double Infernal doesn't go over to Unlucky Retribution.
Yeah, that'd be very bad right now.
But look at that.
Gene was so much more effective on the Irelia. I don't know if he's not as practiced on Aatrox or like what, but he's not been as mechanically clean on the Aatrox as he was on the Irelia.
They will get the tower.
And they do get the tower.
So that actually means MSU is ahead in gold by about 100.
Yeah. All right. So we've got like it's basically right even in terms of gold. A small dragon lead in favor of MSU, and a pretty large tower lead for Unlucky Retribution at the moment. But they're gonna have to start turning some of these fights back in their favor once again.
Yeah, they really need to start closing this game out, because with a 5 tower to 2, the fact that the gold is even means that when those 3 towers get evened up by MSU, they're gonna have a bigger gold lead. Not to mention the fact that Yoseng is still quite the monster on this Hecarim.
Yeah. I mean, they just put Camille back in the game. Camille was not doing very well at all, now with 4 kills.
Okay. All right, now I realize why nobody walked into us.
Yeah, there was a point in this game where everybody was winning on the side of Unlucky Retribution except for... Literally everybody except for Gavin was pretty well ahead of their opponent. But they've been starting to throw that a little bit here and there. Vigor Strike still trying to get some split push off, but his team's really not applying any pressure anywhere else right now. Losing vision at Baron. Yeah, he's pretty far up for having his team having no pressure.
Yeah.
And that's what led to the last one.
Well, I mean,
Seems like we might be having a little bit of ISP issue once again. Hopefully that doesn't last. But sorry for the technical issue.
Yeah, so they committed Yoseng down there 3 separate times trying to kill off Sacred Strike. And they eventually got him, but it cost them an inhib tower. Uh-oh, that's a big pick on a TN and DCDK!
Wow. Not good. Not good for Unlucky Retribution.
And Sacred Strike is gonna try to assert pressure in the bottom lane, but with 2 members of his team dead, that's almost certainly gonna be the Baron for MSU. Unless Gabby pulls off the miracle steal, but he's got a 2-level discrepancy compared to Yoseng with his smite. They're gonna need to try and keep him out of the pit. They teleport in a real kitty. Are they gonna be able to draw the Enchanted Crystal? That was good timing! There we go! And they're gonna pick off Gabby at the end of it anyways.
All right, so a kill and Baron buff go over to MSU, who is suddenly sitting well beyond Unlucky Retribution, flipping this game on its head. They were behind for so long. Sacred Strike just been split pushing best he can. He's getting this tower low, but it looks like the enemy's gonna show up before he gets a chance to take it. Gonna try to run away with the help of the little speed boost from Steadfast Presence.
Yeah, really good use of vision there by MSU to pick off both members of the bottom lane of Unlucky Retribution. And then that Enchanted Crystal Arrow, you know, that's how you stop the jungler from getting into the pit. You don't flash over and die.
So we saw a little bit of wonkiness regarding trying to keep that jungler out of the pit in some other games today, but that was clean. That was clean. Just all right. So things have turned now in favor of MSU. Can Unlucky Retribution bring it back? They are still ahead in towers. Yes, they've got that going for them right now. But they're gonna need to win a few team fights if they want to get any more and avoid losing some of their own. It might be tough considering that MSU has Baron buff right now.
All right, Sacred Strike coming around the side. Just gonna get pushed back by the Thunder Shuriken.
Right, that middle tower getting low, getting chunked by this cannon minion with the help of the Baron buff.
A real kitty over the side looking to try and see if he can find a pick onto someone with a hook shot.
Not gonna find it. Doesn't want to go in under the Poppy. Caitlyn's starting to put some traps down near the tower, trying to defend it. Sacred Strike gonna head towards the bot lane, try to get the minions off of this tower. Mid tower is about to go down. There it goes.
A real kitty just trying to Baron up the... Well, when the wave gets here, we'll get Baroned up. A real kitty now looking to fight onto Sacred Strike as here comes Solzon. Not gonna commit too much for this.
If anybody on MSU starts fighting you, just assume people are on the way. Like, they're so roam, like, happy. They'll be spread out, and as soon as anyone starts getting into a fight, they're on their way immediately.
It's like, we're going to that fight.
Yeah, and I'm not...
It's never too late.
And, like, there are ways to, like, play around it. Like, oh, guys, I'm going to back off. They're all coming to me. Makes me happen somewhere else. But it just seems like they're not playing, like, the match as well as in this series.
Double Mountain goes over to MSU. They've already picked up the Baron, and they're just going to take away as much as they can from the enemy jungle.
We're going to go with that blue buff. Sacred Strike can't do anything about it. Got a Proto Belt to just get a little bit farther out of range. Make sure you don't get stunned by Poppy. And the gold lead grows to almost 4K in favor of MSU here. Things are looking really good for them after being down for so much of the game.
Okay. Looking to push back, looking to start pushing the game back in their favor. They still have yet to really aggress onto these structures of Unlucky Retribution. Still only the outer ring that they've taken down and need to push in a little bit more. They've still got an open inhibitor in the top lane for MSU. Okay. But MSU playing a little bit cautious here. Their Baron buff has expired, and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes out. That was aimed at Gabby, who had to flash away, and okay.
It's a little bit of a spectator.
Oh, hookshot coming out. A real kitty going in on the Sacred Strike, who knocks him into the wall. Oh, but that precision protocol does some good damage with the true damage. Yoseng going in onto Jeem, not gonna take too much. He gets knocked up twice under tower, and he'll take a few tower shots, about half his health off for that. And MSU, they just continue to aggress onto this top lane area. Sacred Strike now getting jumped on by a real kitty, gets the physical damage shield. A little bit of a heal coming out as well. That sentence gonna go wide on the top side. Unlucky Retribution, they're starting to play a little bit more scared here. Yoseng's engage could come from anywhere. A real kitty now, again, just continuing to put pressure on this bottom lane because he's starting to win against Sacred Strike. Yoseng gonna go aggressive, looking for Jeem because the rest of the team is backed off. He's gonna back away. They're gonna focus onto this tower, but not get too much damage off as Jeem is just still very threatening on this Aatrox.
He has not gotten a kill in like
Tiansama.
10 minutes of this game, by the way. He has had 4 kills for like the last 10 minutes or so. It's been a while since Unlucky Retributions have won a fight. They've been at 12 kills for some time. Really need to look for something.
Gabby hanging around here. Is he gonna face check in? Yes, he is! Death Sense into everything! They lost their jungler again!
And Baron buff is going to be spawning in less than a minute. Gabby's going to be respawning right about the time that Baron spawns. So he might be able to make it in time to... Ooh, sorry,
contested.
Yeah, be able to make it in time to the objective. But it looks like they've got several members backing, including Camille. They might all be heading to Baron right now.
Okay. You know, we got one pick in the last like 3 minutes. Let's see. Unlucky Retribution, they're trying to reassert some vision control around the Baron area, but Solzan is on his way in. Here he goes, looking for somebody. DC Dika has to run his team the other direction. It feels like Tiansama has just been under too much pressure. He hasn't been able to really get in there and do damage with his lead.
Something they do have going for them right now is America is a fair amount behind, right? It's got a couple items, but not near as much as Tiansama at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, in opposition to that, Ashe with the Blade of the Ring King build is online a little bit earlier in terms of items than the Caitlyn.
Yeah.
But Caitlyn's at 3 items.
Yeah.
She's online. The Tien can't do damage. He's too afraid of the Slicing Maelstrom. He is too afraid of the Hecarim. And like, I say too, he's afraid of them reasonably. He is reasonably afraid of the Hecarim and the Kennen that can just murder him. Why? Go!
That might actually, since we're spectating live, not replays.
Uh-oh, DK caught by the Righteous Glory Flay coming out, and DK goes down. Now Jeem is in trouble. He flashes away. Onslaught of Shadows gets in there, and the Hexacle Domain of Keeper's Verdict knocks one out, but it's a double kill over to Murica. Now the Death Sentence onto Gabby over the wall. There's the Steadfast Presence. Sacred Strike trying to peel, but Gabby goes golden. He's going to go down. A lot of damage came out before he died, and they are successfully able to take down Soulzon. But it's a 3-for-1 in favor of MSU.
Yeah, and they're just on point with getting these picks.
And that's the power of that vision control for MSU Bears Maroon. They've gotten control over that top side of the jungle. Death Sense, and found Tien! He pops the cleanse, and the hook shot will be blocked by the Steadfast Presence. Good peel by Sacred Strike.
Yeah, whew.
But that is going to mean the Infernal Dragon goes down over to the side of MSU.
Tien Selma has to flash there. Steadfast Presence helps.
He
well.
cleansed. He didn't flash.
You're right. Who flashed?
Nobody flashed. They all died.
Oh, okay.
Tien's alive.
I'm crazy. Never mind. Nobody flashed. But yeah, nice Steadfast Presence keeping Real Kitty from coming over the wall there.
So, Unlucky Retribution, they're trying to, again, they're going for it. They reasserted the vision over this barren area, but I definitely think that MSU knows this is happening. The Hawk Shot will just confirm it. A Real Kitty getting zoned out, and Shadow Casero onto Sacred Strike. Jean pops the World Ender just to zone. They're going to take out all these control wards, and then they're probably going to have to back away. I don't think they win team fights.
Yeah, how early he popped the ult there. I still am wondering how experienced Jean is on Aatrox, right? Like, he's not holding the ultimate for like just the right moment very well. Even if a team fight's about to start, pressing R so early can sometimes not be quite the, if you don't think you're going to end up with a kill quick enough to reset it maybe, or if the AD is what you need to make sure a kill happens. But he's popping it rather early, like before the fight starts even.
So that World Ender will be down.
Yep.
For, you know, a little bit. Gabby's so sad. His team pulls the Raptors out of his queue.
Oh no, the big Raptor gets stolen away by Salazan's Q. Feels bad, man.
Okay, Yoseng is level 17. He's the highest level in the game.
4 levels up on Gragas. It's ridiculous. He has so many kills, so much CS. That is a very fed up.
Yeah, he's not out CSing Tien. That's the only one.
The only one. Yeah, well, gold-wise, what are we at here? Woo! A lot of gold on Hecarim.
Yeah, he's got the most gold in the game by a decent margin.
Camille also has an insane amount of gold. 13,000 than anybody on the enemy team.
And then 2,000 more, and you got Yoseng.
2,000 more.
Real Kitty gonna hookshot in onto Sacred Strike. Not doing too much damage. He's itemized a lot of armor at this point.
Yeah. ACD Gage trying to avoid getting caught.
The Righteous Glory pop by This Is Lear, but lost vision, so he was not able to keep that move speed up.
Real Kitty gonna shove in, and looks like he's just gonna immediately back off, head towards mid lane. Poppy's still bot lane. Maybe they can find a fight here.
Looking for something. Dead Sentence not gonna connect.
Camille might be able to make a flank here. They're throwing down some pings. Camille's gonna hook shot back towards bot lane. Actually going to be heading just right back into the bot lane.
Oh, this is getting real intense. This is game 3 of a best of 3, and you know, it's MSU, they've got a fairly large lead, but they've been very hesitant to really go aggressive. They know that one big mistake could swing this one back in their back in the favor of Unlucky Retribution.
If you stall the game out pretty long, even if you have a lead and you've been snowballing a while, if you really F up and you throw a team fight, the death timers might be long enough that the enemy can make something happen. There is an exposed inhibitor in the top lane.
Yeah, and Baron's on the table.
Yep.
Now
Take
look
Baron
at this Yoseng. Oh! So he knew Jean was in that brush because of the sweeper giving him the silhouette, but he didn't actually have vision of Jean, so he couldn't like right click onto him for the auto attack target.
Yeah.
So unlucky, I guess.
Throws the barrel into the Baron pit, does not see anybody on it. So Karma's gonna try to get back off here. Maybe buy a second pink ward, maybe upgrade a certain item. That is the second pink ward. Looks like Monosecond pink board and nothing else. Just back, grab another pink board.
Hey,
back
we're
Baron
the
started.
Baron. They got 2 Mountain Drakes. Look at how fast this thing goes down.
Oh
G
my
knows.
goodness.
They know. Gabby's here. He gets in there, but it's secured by a real kitty, and Gabby goes down.
No, Smite does not secure that one. It seemed like the second Q of Camille's, the second proc of Camille's Q. What is that? Protocol? Precision Protocol. There we go. That's what's gonna lock up the Baron for them there, and I think that Baron could just very well be the game. They have a huge lead.
That is the thing that will break this game open if they use it correctly. Sacred Strike just playing zone, trying to make sure that his team has room to clear out those minions. Death Sentence gonna connect, but Sacred Strike's not the target you want. Death Sentence gonna connect again on the Sacred Strike. They might. Nope, they're not gonna try and focus him down. Tien-sama still does quite respectable damage. Not a whole lot of armor being built up by the side of MSU, so they do have to respect that. Oh, another Death Sentence on the Sacred Strike. They're just gonna slowly but surely whittle him down. DCDK throws out the Monster Q, making some space for Sacred Strike.
Going to start backing. Sacred Strike really tanky in this game. He was taking a lot of autos from America and it hardly put a scratch in him. Not even to half of his health. Right. Gonna be taking away another Earth Drake. 3 Earth Drakes.
Not that it matters because Baron's dead, but you know, another Baron might be spawning here fairly soon if MSU doesn't put their foot on the gas. But they're gonna get this one in the, oh my gosh, no they're not.
Wait, what?
Can it?
No, it switched focus. I think it only needed like 1, maybe 2.
Okay.
This tower so close to going down. All right, there it goes.
There you go. Good job,
Finally pick it up. You're right. They have seemed rather hesitant to make an engage. I'm surprised. It must be the fact that this is an important match because they've been very aggressive with their team fight engages in past matches with the Hecarim and the Kinnan. And I'm really surprised that they haven't just been like, Death Sentence, throw out the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, throw everything at him.
Well,
because that's really been
like
how they've
even with the
fought
lead they have, if they botch and engage hard enough, then it's very easy with Aatrox and AP Gragas to sort of like just blow up a lot of members. So, you know, I understand being cautious, but I do think that they need to do something to force themselves into a good position.
Yeah, I mean, even after all of this time and 2 Barons, they're only up 1 tower. They have been a little scared to pull the trigger on making anything big happen, and if they don't get a couple towers with this Baron buff, they're gonna stay kind of tied. Speaking of towers, it has been a very long time since UR has gotten a tower. It's also been a very long time since they've gotten more than just the 1 kill. I think that they got their 12th kill at like 20 minutes. It's now 37 minutes in. They've gotten 1 kill since then. It's been a very long time without a kill, or with 1 kill. All right, so we've
a real kitty is just baroning up this wave. He's not gonna go for any actual tower damage himself. These traps coming up from Tien-sama. Hookshot, he's gonna go in now. He's level 18.
And he's winning.
He'll be level 16. Yeah, it's a 2-level discrepancy. As well as the fact that he's one of the higher gold members of MSU right now.
Looking for some aggression here.
Yeah, now Jean is getting forced back. The Baron has expired, but here comes the rest of Unlucky Retribution to push the wave back once again. And now that means that the remaining members of MSU can push in the other 2 waves. Getting closer and closer to the base.
Working their way up. Still haven't broken more than 6 towers though.
Okay, now we're gonna go aggressive on the Soulzon from Sacred Strike, who is level 18, but they lost that tower.
There's the tower
lane.
finally, and they're
Jean
going to the
could
inhibitor.
not hold off the push from Yoseng and a real kitty. They're just trying to focus this down, but now it might be Yoseng who's in trouble here, taking a lot of damage, gonna be able to break the root. He's looking for the Onslaught of Shadows, and Sharon Crystal Arrow connects on the Jean. Are they gonna go in for this one? Onslaught of Shadows! DK goes very low, but they pop the Guardian Angel. Jean goes in, Soulzon into the back with a slicing maelstrom, but the shields from DK are too much. Jean goes gold, golden. He's gonna go very low, and he is gonna go down. A Real Kitty goes unstoppable. Murica is taking a lot of damage from T and Sama. Sacred Strike trying to get in there, but the slows from the Ash are too much. 2 members of Unlucky Retribution go down, but MSU, their health bars are too low. Yosang did not mean to go under tower for that one.
Woo! They don't lose anyone. They lose some GAs, but they don't lose anyone. They get Dream, they get Gavi.
And they get the inhibitor on the top lane.
And they got the inhibitor on the top lane for it, and it looks like they're going to be backing now. They've got the 3 Mountain Drakes, and you could see just how impactful the 3 Mountain Drakes were when they were just melting down the inhibitor.
Yeah, really nicely done by MSU. You know, just weave in and out. Use your health as a resource. Honestly, if all of your members make it out very low but don't die, that means you've made the full use of your health bars.
Yes, health is just a resource, right? You're not utilizing it if it's not getting lower.
I mean, like, if you win with all of your people at full, then that's better, obviously. But, like, it's better for all of your people to be super low and live than, like, for your members to be
think about it as a tank. You're like, why did they build all this HP? I'm still full. What is
Oh, Sacred Strike going in onto this is Lear. They're going to try and force something now for Unlucky Retribution. Sacred Strike just putting down some damage, but there's not enough to follow. Jean now getting onto Yosang with the Infernal Chains. He's going to back off immediately. It's a 15 kill Hecarim that he's dealing with.
All right. Really big gold lead.
All right, worry about that super minion wave pushing into the top lane. They send Sacred Strike back for it.
Sacred Strike does have the teleport available. He can use that to get towards the team fight if he needs to.
Is a Real Kitty doing Elder right now?
Yes.
Wow, he's gotten it down to half HP, and Chanticleer's arrow goes wide. And there goes the Elder. That's the triple mountain coming in.
Whew. That is a strong Elder Dragon. 5 dragons, 3
2
mountains,
infernals, 3 mountains.
infernals. They are going to kill this Baron probably faster than any Baron I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right. Let's watch. All right. Camille's on it. It's already locked. Oh
My God! They're letting him solo it. This is ridiculous.
All right. They back off of it
They're
because
backing off of it.
they're afraid of the potential steal.
Yeah. I cannot believe that is allowing Camille to essentially win.
What is that? That's so fast.
Oh my God, that was 3 people. Jeez Louise. Elder Dragon 3 Mountain is nuts. That Camille, did you see the second proc of Precision Protocol eat like, what was that? Like almost 1/10 of the Baron's health?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You could see it just like visibly get chunked. It's nuts. Well, they get Baron, they have Elder Drake, they have an inhibitor taken. Jeem shoved out bot lane and is backing to return to his team. Bot lane looks very shoved, but it looks like they're going to be ignoring bot lane here. They're going to be just, it looks like they're just going straight down mid lane here, and I don't blame them. They've got a huge gold lead. They've got 2 ginormous buffs. Their stats are right.
Oh, body slam flash, but Murica with a nice predictive flash gets out of there. Chanticleer's arrow into Gabby into the dead sense, and Gabby has no flash, and he's down. They Keeper's Verdict out the cannon, but there's the other Summon Shadows into the back line. Sacred Strike stunned up, gets a shield, but he's gonna finally be focused down. A double kill goes over to Murica, and now DCDK is gonna be the focus. That's gonna be the ace, and that's gonna be MSU with game number 3 taking down Unlucky Retribution. Surely, yeah, the minions took out a tower for them, and that's gonna be it. Game 3 goes over to MSU, and that's the series.
All right, so we will see MSU in the winner's bracket now, and Unlucky Retribution will be moving down to the loser's bracket.
Yeah, so really nicely played by the MSU Bears Maroon. They lost game 1, but you know, keep it together, win the next 2, and they successfully do.
Yeah.
So, MSU Bears Maroon will match up against EXT in week 4. And then next week we will see Unlucky Retribution match up against the Saucy Summoners.
Yes, we will.
So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and flip some coins real quick.
Alrighty.
So, all right, I'm gonna scroll that down a little bit. So, these are the matches for which we will be flipping the coins. Match 1 loser versus match 2 loser. That would be the Pelt Over Pokes versus the Ol Razzle Dazzle. You want to take some notes on this one, Jack?
Yep, I will record who wins the coin flips, and then soon, tonight or tomorrow, we'll be sure to update the schedule to show the team names so that everyone is on top of who exactly has side selection.
Right.
Listed first means you have side selection games 1 and 3.
So here's how we're gonna do it. Match 1 winner, or sorry, yeah. Well, we'll start with this one.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. Golly, it's
Okay.
these.
Yes, those
So
two. Yeah. you're
match 1 loser versus match 2 loser. This is Piltover Pokes versus Razzle Dazzle. Heads means Piltover Pokes gets to stay on the left. Tails means Piltover Pokes is on the right.
right. Okay.
So let's flip. Heads or tails? It's gonna be a tail. So that means that we will have on the left the Ol Razzle Dazzle. So RZDZ.
Yep. RZDZ on the left versus the OSU versus OSU on the right. Okie dokie. Recorded.
All right. Second game is going to be match 3 versus match 4, which means heads, Saucy Summoners, tails, Unlucky Retribution.
Yep.
So we'll flip. Tails. So it's going to be Unlucky Retribution versus Saucy
Sauce.
Summoners. All right. And then finally, the winners. So it'll be Poo Poo Crew versus Rodham. So heads is Poo Poo, tails is Rodham.
Gotcha.
And it is going to be tails. So Rodham
A lot of tails.
versus Poo Poo. Good. Good.
I got
All right.
it. I got it. I
And
can
then
do
the
it.
last one is EXT versus MSU. So heads EXT, tails MSU.
Yep.
And it is heads, the first heads of the day. So
right.
it's going to be EXT versus MSU.
All right. So we've got Razzle Dazzle will have side selection in their match against OSU.
In game 1 and 3.
Yes, in game 1, yeah, and then Unlucky Retribution will have side selection against the Saucy Summoners. Return the Middle Six will have side selection against PPC, the Poo Poo Crew, and EXT will have side selection versus MSU in games 1 and 3. And the first 2 matches I mentioned will be 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. on next week, respectively, and then the week after that will be the other 2 I mentioned at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Next week for both divisions
Is an elimination.
Is elimination.
It's an elimination week, essentially. And then the week after
You
that,
are the weakest link.
and then the next week after that, we'll be going to the winners bracket and seeing who will be joining the losers bracket from the winners bracket and who will continue on in the winners bracket. And then the week after that will be yet another elimination week.
All right. So that is going to be it for us. Please tune in tomorrow for the Platinum Capped Week 2. We'll get to see the first appearances of Razzle Dazzle, Team Fish Taco, Return of the Middle Six Platinum, and Tortellini Ordnance.
Yep.
So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Alex, Agent A22. This is Jack Deck Loves Lamp Counts. We'll see, well, one of us,
Yes.
I think.
Alex,
will
I believe, is casting tomorrow, and I am not casting tomorrow.
All right, so see you tomorrow, hopefully, and if not, we'll see you next week. Thank you all so much for watching.